What's up, people? I thought I'd throw a little police siren up in there. Is that what they say? Where is it? Said get a lookout for Rick James. He's busting out. Remember that commercial? Busting out. He's busting out. I used to love that commercial. Woo! What do you say? Be a lookout or something. Look out for Rick James. He's busted out. He's supposed to be a nerd at first at the desk or something. He started opening his shirt, and all of a sudden, a big old brick wall opened. Where is that commercial? If I can find that commercial. Right. See, if anybody, Gen X dudes that remember their parents and you felt like this, that's when you know you about to get your ass whooped. I'm about beat the black off of you, or I'll slap the black off of you, something like that. Remember that? Anyway, hit the like button, share, subscribe. People, hope you guys are doing well. It's right before Thanksgiving on a Tuesday. Oh man. Yeah, man, this is how many more years? This is probably, let me see. I think this is the 8th year. Yeah, this is the 8th year without my mom for Thanksgiving, and probably the 16th year without my aunt, the one that was always keeping it together, keeping the Thanksgiving together. So shout out to those two ancestors. And I just don't really, there's nobody out here that can throw down and for Thanksgiving anymore. Do you guys? I guess I'm assuming that a lot of you guys have relatives that can still throw down or whatever. All my people are gone. The ones that can burn, they're gone. Bruh, they're gone. I've been to a few people's, some of my frat brothers' family and, my wife's friends' family. It is not the same. It is not the same. Right? And then on top of that, me having that whole gout thing or whatever, you really got to watch what you eat during Thanksgiving, right? Chitlins and ham, hell no. Can't do turkey. Dressing is suspect. Got them damn giblets and gizzards and all that in the gravy. I don't do greens according to How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad. There's a lot of stuff I can't do for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty much only good probably for like the sweet potato pie and the mac and cheese. That's about it. that's I've been eating that for years. Sweet potato pie and mac and cheese. That's all they have, usually there. But I can get away with chicken if I'm, in a chicken eating mood or whatever. So, and my Aunt Pauline and my mom, they always had that. Oh, and my dad, my dad tried to keep it up, but he's out there in Mississippi. But you Southern folk in Thanksgiving, man, Chicago too, I heard. Chicago? Woo! Lord have mercy. I don't know about, give me your states, you guys, or your cities, Will y'all throw down at Thanksgiving like in Detroit, New York, Minneapolis? Where y'all throw down? I know the Bay is popping, right? LA, man, is like I said, I've been spoiled with the down home Thanksgiving, the down home type stuff, the down home stuff that when people say down home, we talking about down south. So that's the kind of stuff that we kind of, he said LA, we gets down. Depends on how old you are, man. If you young, I don't know. If you're in your 50s, then I can always, help. I can think that you trace back a little bit. If you young, I don't know. But hey, if you say it gets down, let me see, he said 38. Yeah, you pretty young, man. You're pretty young. Oh, where your folks from? That's a good ask. That's a good question. That's how I know your lineage as far as what kind of food you guys be making at Thanksgiving. You know. But yeah, I hope you guys doing well, man. We have a little interesting little thing going on today. Um, hopefully, you guys get something out of it. Oh my God, Texas? Shit, they throw down in Texas. Okay, so I hope your lineage is in Texas. So yeah, you know, you guys throw down too in Texas. God dang it, all over Texas. It doesn't matter what city or what area. Shit, Texas is Texas. I know they got the little inner beefs or whatever, but shoot, every time something says Texas on it, it got some smoke flavor to it. They probably got smoke flavored cake. Oh my God. See me, that's why I knew Paul was special. My folks from Vicksburg, fam. So yeah, Mississippi, man. The most unhealthiest state, but probably got the best pies. Yeah, sweet potato pie, bruh. I don't know why people tell me they like pumpkin pie over sweet potato pie. To the life of me. And I try most of us, we try all the sweets. You know what I mean? We try them, you know. Um, what I miss, I haven't had in a while since my aunt passed, and she made that from scratch. It was called Sakatumi cake. Wow. From scratch. Woo, Lord have mercy. Sakatumi cake. I tried to make it, it was a disaster. Only she could make that. And then and this is my mom's favorite, was always that coconut cake. And I'm talking about the real soft coconut cake was kind of yellow. The cake was kind of on the yellow side, not white, like you see all this white coconut cake you see in the store. This one was yellowish, rich, buttery, with a little pineapple in the center. Man, bruh. I'm looking at pictures of them right now when they were younger. My aunt, my mom. Shout out to Mississippi, man. Shout out to Mississippi. And it's not just Mississippi. Let's see, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, I think even Kansas, Kentucky, Oklahoma, all these areas. We pretty much share like the same breakfasts. We do okra. I don't eat okra, but they, snap beans, butter beans, uh unfortunately chitlins. Oh hell no, but they do the chitlins and hog maw and all that BS. Um I think probably my personal favorite is like two, or is a dichotomy thing, is when you smother like chicken or steak. When you smother chicken or steak with some mashed potatoes, Lord have mercy. Wow. The last thing my grandma cooked before she left her house, because she was in the old folks' home afterwards, was smothered chicken. She says it was scalloped potatoes. That's what she said it was. Don't you hate when the food is so good and you full, you can't eat no more? But yeah, sweet potato pie, man, when it's cold. Some people, everybody's different, but me, I gotta have sweet potato pie when it's cold. Always. I can eat it hot, but when it's cold, it's like, oh man. But the only, obviously my only issue with sweet potato pie is how it digests. That's why I went to the bean pie. The sweet potato pie, man, is like, it's a one-time thing. I only wait to have that once a year, you know. So I gotta have sweet. Yeah, man. Tell you, sweet potato pie. But that southern folks, man, what's up with those crispy biscuits with the bacon with the skin on the end. I don't do the bacon no more. But remember that? And the grits with butter. And some people put salt and pepper on it, but with butter. Lord have mercy. Shout out to the South. I'm talking about with three F's. The South. Shout out to the South, man. And it's weird because, like I said, you mentioned Chicago, New York, Detroit. All that stuff is Southern roots anyway, because I think New York is usually like a satellite of the Carolinas, right? Chicago is Mississippi, Alabama. LA is what? Mississippi, Alabama. Tennessee is all over the place. Everybody from Tennessee goes different places. Yeah, man. Oh shit, I went down to 23. Let me move on, man. Sorry about that. I mean, I don't even know what I say to get my stuff low. It's like, we're going. Like, okay, let me see. I don't have anything. I mean, we'll probably go into the whole Pearl thing, right? You know, I guess that's the Becky, the what do you call it? The what do you call it? The whatever kind of Becky is, she's a Becky. The Tricks Rabbit. There you go. Then you have there was something else that happened too. That was Dr. Jane Smalls. Come on, Dr. Jane Smalls. Come on, man. Oh, I talked to him on the phone a lot. I'm like, we didn't have this conversation. I don't get this one. And it's kind of weird because I haven't heard from him in a couple of months. So after he got it, he was sick for a minute. So I called to check on him. He said he was okay and blah, blah, blah. We had a long conversation. Oh, wait a minute. Things have kind of went kind of crazy after he got better. Something happening. But according to Mr. Tariq, I think he pretty much just did the right thing and disses himself. Because when you had them kind of words against you and you did some work with them and all that, you got to cut your losses, man. Don't even say anything bad about them. Say bye, just peace, man. You go your way, I go my way, man. So something's up. And then they had the old footage on them too. I'm like, oh man, it's all bad. All bad. But let me go ahead and bam you guys up. Because it's one of the late editions, so I can't be here long anyway. I've been catching up on my sleep and getting some work done too, so shout out. So we got Reyno's in the building. Bam. He says, Steven's reckless eyeballing that ninja on that nag, right? And shout out to my sister from Tulsa. Shout out to, wait a minute. Bam. Then we got Bam Amos Fett. Appreciate you, fam. Says May Viola Ford Fletcher. Rest in peace. Mrs. Fletcher was the last survivor. Actually, they said she's the oldest survivor. I think there's a couple of people still living, right? Last survivor, Tulsa race massacre. Don't let my story go untold. Yeah, check on that if you can. I think it just says she's the eldest. I think there's a couple of more. And shout out to my great brother, AB Media. Bam. We got HF and H says, what's good, brother? Bam. And one of my consistent sisters in the building, Sister Monique Hill. She knows where my heart is. She listens. She knows what's up. Gilgami in the building. Appreciate you, fam. And bam. Let's see. There she go. The dance. We got Paul Wilson in the building. Bam, right? Say G-O. Okay, let's move on here. We got Ken C in red. Bam. He said bam, all right? And then he says, Rick James busting out. Yeah, I remember that commercial, man. I remember that commercial like it was yesterday. And we got I'm listening in here. Bam, right? And we got a cool Matron. My condolences. I think you're talking about my mom. Appreciate you. Uh, LA week gets down. Yeah. Like I said, man, and LA is what? Latino, Caribbean, Asian, African, Arab, right? South Pacific. And the part that's unspoken about that I talk about is that a lot of these families, especially keep going back and forth from their countries, probably do the traditional Thanksgiving food, but they add stuff from their culture with it. So if I was like, for example, Mexicans, some people that are Mexican would have families that are born here and families that are from Mexico, and they put them together. And so you would have the whole house where you got the traditional food, but later on you bring in like enchiladas, pozoles. Matter of fact, they even say tamales. I said, really? They told me they do tamales during Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm just saying they got that. There's some people told me they do mole, which is my favorite in the Mexican house, mole. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But let me move on, y'all, because I'm probably gonna be below 29 again. Grandma's from Texas, man. Everything big in Texas. Let's see, country boys said, "What up? What up? Bam!" Paul Will says, "L.A. My mentor can throw down. She is straight from Como, Mississippi. Man, Mississippi. I'm telling you, for it to be the most unhealthiest." I don't know. It's between Mississippi and Louisiana, like the most unhealthiest state. But they got the best tasting food, though. It's like, damn, when they be having these cookouts, I'm like, shit. That chick, dude, fried chicken in Mississippi. Oh my god. And you see them like they just cook it, like it's easy. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned that if you fry things in a skillet, that's all you need. You just fry it in the skillet, man. Donnie Grange, bam. He says, sounds good. Yeah. It says, man, you are bringing back memories. Fried okra. I can't. Me and BGS probably have this the most in common. We cannot touch okra. Oh man, I can't do okra, dude. Sorry, fried or whatever. It's nasty as hell. Can't do it. Yeah, pumpkin. Yeah, I don't understand why pumpkin pie is in a black home, man. Can't do it. It has some kind of vinegary taste to it. I don't know what it is. And then we got he said just had some smothered. Oh, from Doolin's. Now what's better, Doolin's or Harold and Bales? Which one? Let's see. My grandma's sweet potato pie. That's right. I got a sweet potato pie one. Yeah, that's right. What's going on, Farrell, world class hustler? Farrell, world class hustler. Bam! With the Lakers winning right now, because I can't watch the game. Well, maybe I put the TV on. Just to take the sound down. Let's see. Country was a gift. Grits and fried fatback. Really? Where your folks from, man? Fried fatback. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I am glad I'm not in the grave. Only Sister Sada know what that means. Oh, Lord have mercy. But appreciate you. And speaking of Sister Asada, bam! Assalamu alaikum, sister. Hope you're ready for Ramadan. I can't do it because I got gout. So, I can't do all that. Right? And it's Mr. Snowman in the building. Bam! How you doing, fam? And then we got, oh my God, he gonna tell us our delicacy? What? And that is the one and only Mr. Otis. You already know, y'all. This is how we gonna pay what do you call it? Pay homage for my brother, right? So here we go. He always has his own acknowledgments here. So let me go ahead and Pop that in there. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe if you can. Please subscribe. Here you go, y'all. So shout out to my brother. Here you go.
But not if you're hurting the group.
Hurting the group? I'm the best that ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You wish you could work it the way I do. But you can't. Because there's only one David Ruffin.
I swear to God, I got a student that looks just like him. I'm gonna have him do this part. I'm gonna have like the guys, some of his boys play like the other Temptations. I'm gonna try to work this one somehow. This is kind of easy too. They're 8th graders, so I think I can get them. So Otis says, "Sweet potato pie don't digest right." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It don't digest, but it's good as hell. That shit stay right in the chest, but it tastes so good. Right, bean pie go right through you, you know, for the most part, depending on who makes it. But shit, sweet potato pie, it just sits right there. You can taste it the next day. But it is good, man. I love sweet potato pie. Okay, let's see here. Move that right there. Ooh, I got big right there. Let's see right here. Otis says they do tamales red and green for yeah, man. I was told that. I haven't witnessed it, but I was told one day. I mean, if it's Chinese family, I want an international experience. I went to a Mexican Thanksgiving, but they had all traditional Thanksgiving food. I didn't see any Mexican food. I was like, y'all some whitewashed people. Y'all not even from Orange County. I thought I'd get that from Orange County. Shout out to Passport OG in the building. He says okra is like eating snot. He never lie. Hey, a Passport. It's like snot with boogers, but they shaped like seeds. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, woo, Lord, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. But look at this. Larry Legend says okra is delicious, bro. I'm quite sure he's going. I'm quite he's doing that. Nasty. Toot Rib says first generation Californians, by the way, Mississippi. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Texas is a hub too. It goes everywhere. Texas, except for New York. Texas is usually like what, Nevada, California, Arizona, areas like, because they're all nearby. I don't recall Texas going to Chicago a lot. I'm not sure. AB said he loves him some fried okra. Woo, Lord have mercy. Fried okra. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Can't do it. They're definitely ready for Ramadan. I mean, I could do Ramadan. I just need the liquids through the day because I have gout. Sports announcer. He said they got, okay, so they're probably gonna be tied up at halftime. See, if you look at the record of the Clippers, they really suck, right? But when the Lakers play them, they be making every shot. They make their eyes closed. I'm like, yeah, y'all trying hard. But a lot of teams do that, right? The Lakers, they better make sure you make a statement. Because they're number 3 right now. They keep like rotating between number 2 and number 3 spot. So far, I haven't heard any haters. Any haters anywhere? I'm making Samuel Jackson's face. Haters. Let's see. Is that it? Okay. AB says the sweet potato pie and butterpecan ice cream. Hey, you put those together? I never thought that'd be a combo. I never put butter pecan with anything. I thought it stood alone, but okay, you the man. Let's see. Here we go. We got enough people. Let's see. We got Paul Wilson. I actually like bean pie more. Yeah, me too. I kind of find me. Oh, I gotta. Well, my brother-in-law is right there in Inglewood. I think he's what street is that? What street is that? Oh my God! You always see that street too. It's oh man, it's in England, but it's near like Manchester. I want to say Regent. Where's Beasley when you need him? It's in that area. Oh man, I forgot that street. Anyhow, it's in Inglewood, man. And he has his father's recipe. So the stuff that you like back in the day with the pink boxes and orange inside with the brown on top, that's his father. So that's my brother-in-law. So you like that recipe? That's what it is. Okay, Snowman. Oh, he calling it. He calling it. Ooh, he calling it. Man, he's still on the case. And this that Staples too. They fighting over Staples. Man, Lakers would put them away. So fried okra and fried green tomatoes are good. My grandma used to make me each of them as a kid. I ate a lot of stuff in Mississippi, but I just couldn't eat. I could fried green tomatoes. What was it? What y'all put on it? Mayo and pepper? I forgot, but I couldn't eat that stuff, man. I just did the basic fried catfish. I can't do that no more, but I had the fried catfish with ketchup. And then when I got to California, I discovered tartar sauce. Like, okay. He says I cannot do okra. My mom tried her best to. My mom could take it or leave it. Yeah, she wasn't making no okra. Okra Winfrey, huh? Let's see. He said, yes, I do. Said fried okra. Still slimy. Yeah, man. That bite because it's slimy with grease. Lord have mercy. Let's go here. Charles, woo, Faulkner. Oh, wait a minute. Where's Charles? This thing go? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Charles Faulkner because he's busting out. Busting out. He said, chillin'. I hope he didn't mean to say chillins. All right, you can make stovetop stuff and you don't eat. I don't. You know what? I haven't had stuffing in years, but I never did like. I always liked the stuff it made, from your peoples, all the breadcrumbs and all that stuff. But as far as that in a box, I couldn't handle it. At least I think it was just too salty. As you get older, you really start going through all these different taste buds. Yeah, man. Back in the day when I was 7 or 8, 9, I put ketchup on everything. I was one of them people. Ketchup on fries, ketchup on fish, ketchup on chicken, on everything, man. On everything I love. Tartar sauce, so that dude, how could you say that? You got non-bond chicken out there. Man, non-bond chicken. Oh my God. And they had this little spicy, it's a Japanese fried spicy rice there. Shoot. That combo, woo, Lord have mercy. I was like, thank you, Japan. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a dude, tartar sauce. My dad made it homemade with like a Cajun tartar sauce. Lord have mercy. It ain't like that sizzler type stuff with Cajun. Yeah, every time I talk long about that, my numbers go low. So I mean, move on here, y'all. So anyhow, hit the like button, share, subscribe, y'all. We're gonna get started here. We got 26 in the building. It was 32. Now we're at 26. So we're about to get started. Man, I make the best tea. It tastes like juice. Anyhow, let's go. It says Mamdani. Still sounds African. Mamdani says he still thinks Trump is a fascist after friendly meeting. Man, this politics stuff, man. I know he's saying that just to keep a base, Democratic base. And it's a shame that, people from both parties can't really agree on just put the bullshit aside just to get some things done for the people. It's a shame that a lot of people are just not on that when it comes to politics. I feel real bad about that fact in sport. I mean, we could, in a better place, right? Let us move on. Let us pray. Bow your heads. Here's another one. These Democrats helped flip the House in Trump's first team. They're coming back. Okay. So I guess we get into that. So obviously there is some things brewing. We can say that, right? There's some things brewing. So I guess I have to open the article and find out. Hopefully it's not one of those long ones where you guys start leaving me. Next one is California Laws 2026 Part 9. It says e-bikes, cannabis, restraining orders, and data privacy. I got something to share with you guys, and it's going to make a lot of weed smokers mad. I was listening. I was like, huh? This dude went in. He went really in. And I heard this before, but I'm like, okay, bruh. And I'm not really like, what's the word? I'm not really like a staunch advocate or a staunch opponent of it, but it's pretty interesting how he makes this, okay? But look what he's wearing too, by the way. So I don't know if he can be believable, but here we go.
Men that smoke weed are feminine, lazy, and eventually will grow man boobs. We have to understand that THC, the hypoactive compound in marijuana, affects the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, which controls the way male hormones are being balanced. You also have to understand that THC lowers your testosterone and releases large amounts of estrogen within your body. And a lot of you men will say, well, God created it. No, God did not. Not what you have. What you have is genetically modified and manufactured by the government. Now you men have to also understand that THC affects the way your adrenal glands function. Now you're releasing irregular amounts of cortisol. That's why you're moody. And cortisol alone suppresses the immune system and lowers your testosterone. So THC is lowering your testosterone. Cortisol is lowering your testosterone. THC is also releasing large amounts of estrogen in your body. And that's why you men think you're the prize. That's why you men want women to provide for you. And that's why you men are lazy. That's why you men cannot get out of your norm and become better for your family, because you're smoking something that was created to keep you addicted. And then a lot of men say, oh, marijuana's not addicted. Well, stop. And when you stop, watch how moody you get. You've been using it for an antidepressant because you're afraid to deal with yourself. You men have to detoxify the body. Marijuana in this day and age is not created for human consumption. Leave it alone. And I know a lot of you men are going to get upset, especially the rosters. What you mean, man? Jah spoke through Moses through a burning bush. If you want to walk through hell high and alone and lost your family and lazy and can't work, that's on you. Family, detoxify your body. Ladies, stop dealing with men that aren't prepared to lead you in the right direction. Apple of Eve feeds every cell in your body while removing cellular waste. You have to detoxify your liver and your kidneys. Leave the marijuana alone. It's destroying you. Can't you see? You got boobs. You can't function. You can't think. You're lazy. You don't even want to work. You're still stuck in the same position you were 4 years ago, and you're telling your women to provide for you. 50-50, but you're not going 50-50 on your marijuana. And some of you are spending over $2,000 a month on weed. What's wrong with you? You're addicted. You marijuana smokers are the new crackheads. Oh, praise is due to the Most High.
Where are you from?
Jordan.
Petra was also known as.
That's crazy. Now, the closest thing I've heard of someone would say something like that would be Dr. What's his name? Wesley Muhammad. There you go. Man, you talking about people getting pissed off with what he just said? I know a lot of weed, like deep weed smokers that would attack this dude, would beat him up if you talk bad about weed like that. Whew. And the thing is, though, the stuff that some things are kind of subjective or whatever, but some things you can't really, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't dispute. You can't dispute it. So I wish we have an honest conversation about it, even the people that had it and quit and all that. Because I have a friend that broke it all down to me and stuff, and he did his little research, and I wish I could bring him up here one day. But he has a huge take to it, a huge, a big. He has a position on it. I just say that. But it's just amazing. I never thought that I would hear something like that. Besides Wesley. Okay. Anyhow, let's move on. Hit the like button. Cheers, right? It says California governor candidate Eric Swalwell wants people to be able to vote by phone. Are you kidding me? Huh? Maybe that promo was for him. What are you on? What? That's deep. So let me get this straight. Let me go ahead and make a call to try to see whether or not if I can just tell them who I want to vote for and hang up. Is that what we doing? And you running for governor? Let's move on, dude. Okay. I was talking to a buddy of mine, like a conscious community brother. And man, we were talking about this dude. He says California Medical Association on CDC website falsely linking vaccines and autism, says parents deserve clear evidence-based guidance, not ambiguity. I'm sorry, that lends credibility to a long disproven myth. So I'm guessing that they probably trying to allude to the part about lead, right? Lead or whatever. And most vaccine takers, they really try to debunk that on the spot. I don't know, man. I don't know how far he's going to go with this whole vaccine stuff, because you can tell he's on a rampage with it. I think once this whole Trump administration is over, I think people are really go gangbusters on this these vaccines, man. It's gonna be worse. So just watch the popcorn and see what's his name, Kennedy or RFK Jr. or whatever you call him. Make sure just see what he can pull off. I don't know, man. I don't know. The reason why I say that, because pharmaceuticals or the pharmaceutical companies are not safe as far as how they do business. You can't just like cross them and then what I'm saying, you can't cross them and you just walk away with nobody blowing up your car or nothing like that. Anything with money. When you mess with people's money, that's your ass. That's your ass. Okay? You can't mess with people's money and expect that they just gonna leave you alone. Especially, I mean, think about how much money the pharmaceutical people have at stake here. Right? So Giagami says, HF says, HF and H says, if that was a thing, may the best robocall bank win. Yeah, because that's probably what's going to boil down to. Giagami says he's going to propose on app to vote with, and will later learn that the company managing the app is affiliated with him through a different entanglements. Really? You talking about RFK or the dude that's running for governor? Right? Okay, let's move on here. Full of degrees not classed as professional by Trump's administration. Oh, the governor dude. Okay. So that's going to be an interesting thing. As you can see, let me get my stuff ready here. But yeah, so see, always warn people to be careful about this kind of talk, because if that's the case, then things change when administrations change. Does that make sense, y'all? When people have leadership changes, then all of a sudden, I think I messed up here. Yeah, then all of a sudden, everything else changed. So, for example, at one hand, you had Biden, happy-go-lucky with the whole, what do you call it, immigration thing, right? Now, all of a sudden, you got a lot of people getting deported. That's for different administration changes, right? So that's something to think about, y'all. And by the way, the Lakers are up by 6. So I'm looking side to side here. I'm trying to find don't you hate when YouTube like reconfigure things? You can't find stuff you're looking for. You got to figure out what are they doing here? Okay. So where is it? View all. The Rubber Band Man. Yeah. Oh, so hit the like button, share, subscribe. I know I had. Did I save them? I thought I saved these things. Uh-oh. I got some other stuff too. Ooh, Dr. Phil Valentine. So I guess I got to look at my history, y'all, because this. Don't you hate when you save stuff for later and it hides what you saved? It's like, dude, I just saved this. Isn't that crazy? Anyhow, so what I would do, I'm just going to go ahead and have these queued up here. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead. So hit the like button, share, subscribe. We're going to. Oh, we got 40 in the building. Okay. So anyhow, according to this, what it looks like, again, it just looks like they're just going to be a list of people that they're just not in position to look for work. I mean, they can't find work based on their quote unquote qualifications, so to speak, right? So according to the list, now, like I said, I think the list will change like within 3 years, in my opinion. But once we go over it, says why more parents are paying through the note with their noses for private school. It says the biggest financial hurdle parents face when sending their children to private school, right? Obviously, the better the school, the higher the cost. And just like college, you want to be able to pay the big bucks. That's why I say sometimes it's good to pay the big bucks early, so that they will be set for college or any kind of professional endeavor, I would think. Because some people try to cut costs. I kind of did a little bit, but at the same time, I only cut costs during my son's high school year, but not during his middle school year. Middle school, I had to pay, hands down. I had to put some money in, and they were really working with him. He became valedictorian. But when he did King Drew, there were some pros and cons there. I think the part that some of our children go through is the friends they choose. And the way that my son was choosing friends, he was going along the waves. You know, he's a Gemini, so he pretty much, you know, he flows. He flows with the wind wherever it goes, rather than being assertive and saying, I don't want to be around this person. I don't want to, you just flow with the wind. But at the same time, he still had some select abilities here as far as, okay, these people are kind of like on some BS, so I'm gonna kind of, you know, move this way. But yeah, he should have muscled him way to certain people that had influence. I think he should have done that a little bit. You know, but I still didn't know how to handle that, because he's, you know, as far as communication, because Gemini is supposed to be good communicators, right? And I couldn't get him to really communicate to where I would know what he needs to work on, you know, because I guess he wasn't able to give me anything. He wasn't able to articulate, you know, things that are actually happening. It was just based on his thought processing rather than what actually was happening. So it took him a minute to really start breaking down recall. Next one here is 7 things that would shock a 1970s teacher about today's students. Can't wait to see that one. Here we go. Here's our friend, right? So Lizzo says, plus size women are being erased. Society must undo the effects of Ozempic. Boom. What do you mean? Like, aren't you taking drugs, lady? What are the side effects of those, by the way? And I always said that because her face is not bad. Look at the face when she's fat, right? So I have a feeling, man, she could probably pull Adele on us. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I mean, she's definitely carving herself out. As boomers are forced back to work because they can't afford to retire, Robinhood CEO says Gen Zers are opening retirement accounts at just 19 years old. I gotta see that one. I don't care who asked for that. I'm gonna check that one out. Half of workers are revenge quitting and walking out on their jobs without notice, and majority are loyal, longtime staff. So we got to figure that out too there, right? Revenge quitting. I mean, is it Gen Z thing, or because they always get this generation thing, you know? So I don't know. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And I have to keep asking myself, and shout out to my brother there. I'm not gonna say his name, but I definitely, you know, and he's not the only one, because I hear it in his space as well. But for some reason, everybody keeps redefining what the hell a coon means. I'm like, why are people changing the meaning of what a coon is? Right? So I'm trying to find out from outer space here. Okay, so I haven't asked the chat, the family, what in the hell is a coon? What is a coon, y'all? Because I've been hearing, you know, I can't even say the YouTubers' names also, but I'm like, what is a coon now? Because I mentioned before, I said, okay, at first the rainbow was about chakras. Then later on, it was a teaching tool for kids' colors. Now all of a sudden, you know, it's for the LGBT community. It's in their flag now. So now the rainbow changes meaning. So I'm trying to figure out, what is a coon? Right? Because last time I checked, I thought the coon would be on some stuff like this. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, the white man. You know, I thought they were on that kind of stuff. And then we got no guarantees in the building. Let's hook him up with the oohs and the ahs. Here we go. Said in 2025, it's subjective. Yeah, people are really changing the meaning. That's what God was like. Why are you changing the meaning? It's like pro-black. Remember pro-black? You know, when we started talking about pro-black, it used to be like a very prominent thing when you knew that people, you know, it was for the on the behalf of black people and black, you know, this, but now all of a sudden it's a joke. It's a derogatory term. So what we gonna do, and shout out to Umar Johnson, I believe. Yeah. How could I say? Dr. Umar Johnson, I think this is him on Fox Soul a while ago, and he had Jesse Lee Peterson on the panel, and Michael Imhotep, Mr. Sigma. All right. Damn, the Clippers caught up by one. Okay, let's see what happens. Anyhow, I'm sitting there like, now this is when Dr. Umar was, you know, he was saying some things that made, you know, that kind of made sense. You know, like I said, when you get away from relationships, you can kind of listen to him more. Anyhow, so let's see what this whole coon breakdown is. Here we go.
Go ahead, Dr.
I want to clarify something when we talk about racism. Racism is not an individual personality fault.
It doesn't
of white
exist,
people.
man.
Racism is not about individual personality. Racism is about systemic injustice, systemic bias, systemic disproportionality, systemic discrimination. You do
That's
not
dumb.
opt out of
That is
racism.
dumb.
Okay. In the middle of Umar Johnson explaining, I mean, because that was his time to explain what racism is, whether you agree with him or not, you got old boy sitting there interrupting him on the behalf of who? Let's go.
All white people benefit from and participate in racism. So whether your ancestors owned black people or not is irrelevant. And the reason it is irrelevant, Sister Tammy, is because even if your ancestors didn't own black people, they worked at a job that was created because of the enslavement of black people. So there's no such thing as slavery did not impact my family. Just like in today's America, all white people benefit from the mass incarceration of black people. They benefit from the miseducation of black children. They benefit from the police brutality against black people. So I want to make sure we are clear.
What you're saying
Racism is not about individual white people
But what
choosing
you're
to
saying
hate
is
blacks.
a lie.
Racism is about the system of racism
That's a
that
lie.
controls opportunities and resources, Sister Tammy. Racism is not about the attitude. It's about the control of resources and opportunities.
Tammy, that is not true. This is why we have to we must get to know ourselves so that we can overcome that fallen state. Dr. Umar is evil for putting out a lie like that or lies like that because people are going to believe in
Let's
it.
refrain from calling people names.
Okay, but he's not telling the truth.
We have to refrain, Sister Tammy, but at the same time,
He is
I
evil.
think it's important that we understand the difference between the Negro and the coon. Sister Tammy, this is a very important distinction that has to be made. The Negro is innocent in his ignorance, Sister Tammy. As Brother Michael said earlier, some people make mistakes against the race unknowingly. If you make a mistake against the race unknowingly, that was a Negro. Negroes are innocent. They think white people are more intelligent because they haven't been taught any better. But a coon knows better. But the coon voluntarily identifies with his oppressor because there is an agenda that he's looking to get filled. And the sad thing about Jesse Lee Peterson is he is too old to be cooning at this point in his life. And the fact that he claims to be a man of God doing the devil's work makes him a total hypocrite.
Oh man, I don't know what to say. Oh man. Now, after I did this, are people still scratching their head like, "Hey, fish, I still don't know what a coon is." Don't leave yet, because I got some other accounts, right? You got some people that have, now check this guy out here. Right? So just to be fair, okay, I'm gonna play all perspectives here. Not all, but just some things here. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. I'm gonna play this guy. I don't even know who this guy is, but check him out. Here we go.
So I know it's been a little bit of time since my last upload, and wish I could do more uploads more frequently, but I'm a pretty busy person, and not only that, but I like to walk around outside when I make my uploads, because again, it helps me think and it helps me talk clearer. And then on top of that, this is Minnesota, and you would think that the weather's going to be nice, but in April it turned into a piece of shit again, because it's Minnesota and the weather here is nuttier than donkey turd sometimes. But we'll get to the thing at hand also. I couldn't make an upload because I needed to do some research on this before I posted on this. So, here it is. One thing that I'm sure anyone who's viewed my channel any amount of times has seen is the word coon gets overly used towards me. Every fucking upload, it's coon, 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 coon. Oh shit, I think I just found a new intro to my channel, because apparently I'm super coon. But anyway, I was wondering, what the hell is a coon? So, being the wannabe intellectual that I am, I took my ass on Google and I researched the origins of it, and basically coon is another way of saying nigger. The origin of it, how it started, is that it comes from the raccoon. You look at the face of a raccoon and the fact that it looks like the typical thief imagery that you see in literature, artwork, movies, shit like that. The stereotypical thief's mask, basically. This is the mask. And then you take the nocturnal tendencies, and basically that's the way that they say nigger but add thief to it, basically. Now let's look at the word coon and how it's used now. The word coon is predominantly used by the black community, because I never hear white people say the word coon anymore. And when they call people a coon, it's for several different reasons. I've seen so many different instances where people get called a coon in so many different contexts. But the one recurring context I've seen where people get called a coon is being an independent thinker. And that seems to be the root of it, is if you're an independent thinker and you don't agree with the hive mind mentality of the black community. And the best way I can give an analogy is, this is the best analogy and comparison I can give. Anybody who's a Star Trek fan, yeah, sorry, let my nerd come out a little bit, but anyone who's a Star Trek fan will see it right when I say the name. Black people in America are just like the Borg, okay? Now, for the people who don't know Star Trek, the Borg is basically it's an android species that operates out of what's called the hive. And they all basically have the same thought process and the same everything. If one member of the Borg does not agree with every other member of the hive, that member gets deemed to be in some cases obsolete, defective, or whatever else, but it's always defective. They get deemed to be not right. And when they get deemed to be not right, they basically get deactivated, if you know what I mean. That's basically what the black community does. If you don't think with the hive mind mentality that they do, you're a coon, you're basically a defective African American. So basically, I'm defective because I'm an independent thinker, and because I don't agree with this hive mind mentality. I don't believe that there's racism holding me down, and I can be as successful as I want to be if I go out and put in the effort. okay, I guess I'm a coon. If me being an independent thinker makes me that, fine.
Anyhow, I hear this a lot. Okay, it ain't just him. I hear this a lot, right? So basically, it ain't about you kissing ass. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about you trying to make sure that it's none of that. It's about you just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it ain't about you undermining none of that, right? So we ain't even talk about that, right? I'm just sitting there like, wow, that's deep. That's very deep. It's very deep, y'all. Let's see. We got a couple more. Because I'm not gonna play a whole bunch of them, but we got a couple more about this sister, right? Okay, check this out. Okay. Okay. Here you
That
go.
I'll be talking about
That's this
on
sister
here
right here.
that I won't share on YouTube. So
No,
make sure that you're
check this
following
out.
me this. And also, if you would like to have
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, Native American raccoon mythology. The raccoon is one of the several North American animals whose name has Native American origins. The word for raccoon was among the Powhatan words first recorded by English colonists at Jamestown, variously spelled Arough, or arch, word for adult or common, and more, while the legends of tribes with raccoon clans.
Okay, that's not the one I was looking for. My bad. I guess it was another sister. Let me find it for you though. But yeah, man, like I forgot the brother, I think it's, but he was saying that the coon word is like suggestive, I guess. But I'm sitting there like, is it this woman right here? Let me see. I think it's this person right here. Yeah, this is it. All right. So this is another take of how someone feels what a coon is. I want y'all to listen clear here. Here we go.
For a new decade, and for some of us, it's going to be the first decade where we're adults and like we can make our own adult decisions, and it's going to be great. But it's a lot of great things happening spiritually too in 2020. You know, 2019 was the year for people to get ready to start this new decade. So like, it was the time to get rid of all the bad people, you know, family members that like weren't supporting you, who were leading you off your own path. I had to cut off basically all my family, and I don't really have any of my friends. Basically, I've been going through it in 2019, but it's gonna get better in 2020. And yeah, but that's not what this video is about. So but I wanted to make a New Year's video, and I know I've been gone, and I still have other videos to make. And also, I wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers for growing, my new ones and my old ones. I'm at 33 for my subscribers, so thank you again, guys. But it's gonna be a quick video, and today's video is called "What's a Coon?" And a coon is a black person who has no problem selling their blackness to fit in to European society, and that can be by sleeping and having relations with non-black people. I'm not into interracial relationships. If that's what you want, that's what you want, but it's cooning because like your genes, you're fucking up your genetics, and like you're not supposed to be fucking. My bad. I'm sorry. You're not supposed to be, you know, having sexual relations with people who aren't black. It's just the bloodline should not be mixed, and I just feel like that's how it should be and stay. Another way you're cooning is having more non-melanated friends, and The reason why is because like they're not gonna be able to help you, you know, stay black in a sense. Basically, you're gonna end up trying to fit into their society and lose yourself, and it happens. It really does. A lot of people, when they don't hang out with black people, they end up becoming those groups of people, straightening their hair or like wearing their clothes or talking their way or eating their foods. And nothing wrong with eating their foods, but it's just the fact that.
All right, that's enough. Okay, so where do I begin? Where do I begin? But let me give an acknowledgement before I go on here, y'all. Oops, my bad. Hold on. Something's was it Danger Will Robertson? Here you go. Get that sound in there. Okay. Man, StreamYards, man. It's something else, ain't it? All right. So shout out to my brother right there. So let me go ahead and give him his acknowledgments here, y'all. Hit the like button, share. Here you go.
But not if you're hurting the group.
Hurting the group? I'm the best that ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You wish you could work it the way I do. But you can't. Because there's only one David Ruffin.
All right. Shout out to brother Otis. He says, a coon is a black person who pushes white supremacist rhetoric, black academia, some pro-blacks and blacks and black women should be considered coons because of how they speak about black men. Okay. Keep it techies in the bit. What? It says saying I'm an independent thinker lets people act like racism is just an opinion you can opt in or out instead of a real documented system we all deal with. Shout out to Keep It Techie. Keep It Techie. Haven't said his name in a while because I haven't seen him. But yeah, appreciate you, brother. And Adrian on staff. What was it? Adriano Stafford. Okay. All right. Adriano Stafford says, I bet they taste like cherry Kool-Aid. We got Nino in the building. Appreciate you, fam, for showing up. Let's see. I think he said something. Right? Oh, are these different comments here? Oh, these are up to each other. Okay, so I got one more. Just it's like a sum up of what people been saying, so to speak. Here, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. That's why I had the cover of what's his name? What's that dude's name from Django? Whatever that dude's name is. Steven. There you go. Okay. I hate these shorts because you can't start them over. All right, come on, here we go. We're gonna move on, you guys. Sorry to be stretching the time here. All right, and I see you, AB. Gotta get this in real quick. All right, here we go. So this kind of sums it up here. Let's see.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Person who's basically cooning, which my definition of cooning is knowingly or unknowingly doing something that undermines the entire black society, right? This can be somebody on TV. This can be a political pundit on TV. This could even be a brother in the hood killing other black people. All this is cooning to me. If you do something that negatively affects black folks or potentially can negatively affect all of us as a whole, that's cooning. You see what I'm saying? So, person who's basically
okay. So, as it stands,
shouldn't talk about Roland Martin like that. But anyway, let me shut up.
what is a coon? So after I played all the different sides, right? I played, people that have been, quote unquote mischaracterized as a conservative or a Republican. You got the female thinking that you just dating white people and all that makes you a coon. Then you got people that just call you out for like, we say treasonous acts against black people. So which is it? Because I'm sitting there like hearing people like defending the undefendable. I would say that. So what is cooning, man? I'm just.
Well, he apparently didn't read my comment. Bless Jesse leaves hard. Coon.
Spoke too soon, coon.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. I think I saw that with him and Umar on the same panel. I said, okay, I gotta see this. That was probably it.
Blackface. Is that a brother or is that a dude in blackface?
That's a brother. That's
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's that can't be Stephen Fetchit. Who's the guy? Anybody remember the person that did this? It's Bojangles, wasn't it? Bojangles. I think it was Bojangles when he was older. Shout out to brother Otis or Big O. Let's do it again.
Her in the group. I'm the best that ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You can work it the way I do. But you can't. Because there's only one David Ruffin.
All right. Appreciate you, brother Otis. Let's see. Also, I don't buy the independent thinker mess. You just don't be around black people. He just wants to be a token. Say he didn't basically. Say he different, basically Myron. Or is it Myron or Moron?
Both.
From Fresh and Fit or whatever.
Both. Myron and Moron. Yeah. If there's a definition of a coon, it's probably Myron. I'll be damned if I back a dude that's sucking up to the Ku Klux Klan. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, because a lot of people change the definition. That's what I'm sitting there listening because I like Umar's breakdown on the Negro versus the coon. Right? Like, for example, you got the dope dealer that's selling drugs to the community but having free turkeys on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So he's like rattling the fence between the Negro and the coon, right? But thing is, that money's going in his pocket. It's not going in the white person's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's something else besides coon. That's just what do you call it? A terrorist. More than anything. But a coon is pretty much the guy that goes to the opposition and tell all the plans and stuff that we have to bring progress to the community, so the opposition will have a leg up on us. And if you come back, and either doing nanny, or you coming back and pretending like you with us, like what's that dude's name? O'Neal from what's his name? Fred Hampton? Is it Ed O'Neal? I forgot his name.
Ed O'Neal.
Yeah,
Al Bundy?
No, not Ed. It's O'Neal.
That's Ed O'Neal.
What's O'Neal? Let's see. I'll look it up here. O'Neal, Fred Hampton. Let's see. It'll come up. Hampton is William O'Neal. It's a William O'Neal, y'all. Oh, somebody put it up there already. Yeah. So that's a coon. William O'Neal, that's a coon. Okay.
Was he like an informant or something?
Yeah, he was an informant. on it, and the thing is that Fred Hampton was doing a whole bunch of shit for his people. If you start, digging all the stuff that he's done, and I would say that it was a lot of stuff that wasn't all set in motion, but if it was set in motion, then it would have made him more of a dangerous person as far as politically. So they had to take him out. Because he was able to bring everybody from all different backgrounds together, but you had a coon undermine him. You know what I mean? So that's my thing, is that people are still redefining what a coon is. Or how about this? What if you're not, you're not doing all the coon stuff, but you're still defending it? What's that about? I don't get it. That's like you're not doing all the racist stuff, but you're defending the racist people. I don't get it. Anyhow, I thought that would be something to where. So after showing these videos, people, what is a coon? The only people I heard, only heard a few people define what a coon is in the audience, but anybody got any more? Because it's pretty interesting on people's take on what a damn coon is. And we got Brother Lou in the building.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Can I be heard?
Have you heard what?
Not say, can I be heard?
Yes. You can be. Oh, yes, sir. So I've been told.
All right. Shout out to Gusty Renegade. But with this, my understanding with a coon is conscious of what he is doing, and he knows it's against code.
Which is but he calls it independent thinking. Yeah, you are saying a lot of stuff to disparage your.
Now,
not just
what
saying
about,
it, like.
Yeah, I completely disagree with that, dude. We're not the board. We're definitely Klingons. So,
but what about a brother or sister that grew up in an environment that was predominantly another race, or an environment where he was not socialized and educated on the importance of racial loyalty, or had the resources to like what we did in the conscious community back then or whatever.
So
I met a lot of socialized.
Go ahead.
Art. No, I'm just saying. Would that person be considered a coon?
Like I said, if it was a person that was really just going out of their way to disparage Black people and Black progress in any form, that's a coon. But if you've been raised in a different environment, y'all do. If you're like, for example, like a Tiger Woods or something, you never had fried chicken, never had watermelon, you don't know how to dance.
You've never been part of the culture.
You never been part of the culture, but you minding your own business. You sleep as many Beckys as you want. You hate rap music. So let's just go there. You don't even like listening to James Brown, all that stuff. That's not a coon.
No,
that's an independent thinker.
Yes,
in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that to me, that's an independent thinker. That's a person that mind their own business, and they can be indifferent about Black progress too. I don't think they're for Black progress or against Black progress, but you're not going out of your way to try to debunk what's going, the history of racism. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that everybody keeps talking about is the George Floyd thing, where they keep saying he died of fentanyl instead of the dude's neck, knee on his neck. Obviously, you're trying to appeal to the white establishment. That kind of thing. Jason Whitlock, that's another example, right?
Oh, okay.
And you see how his position on Sadur, he literally said he wanted Sadur to perish. I'm like, come on, man. Fucking coon.
Jason Whitlock goes out his way
Yep.
to criticize black athletes. Now, you can make the argument that, some of Shador's behavior with like lack of preparedness and all that, where it affected his draft status. You can make the argument for that.
Mm-hmm.
But he just goes out of the way to criticize everything black. And you know what? I'm so glad, because he did an interview with Sage Still. And Sage Still asked him, why weren't you married? And the first thing came out of his mouth is, I had 2 opportunities to have biracial babies. And that was everything that validated it. Oh, God.
Wow.
That was the most hilarious shit I heard today.
I mean, that's case closed right there.
Huh?
Yeah, that's, man.
Wait, let me find it. Wait a minute. Let me see if it's in my history. Where is it at in my history? Sage Still. I was like, what the fuck? Like, not where, I wasn't a good mate. He was one of the first things is biracial babies. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's some coon ass. Yeah, okay.
So shout out to I guess we would say Joe's selling yourself and your people short. And then we got another one here. Shout out to Nino. Let me hook him up, brother. Hey. So shout out, he says, all right, the problem is that these people lose themselves in a culture that don't want them and tend to be surprised. I put surprised to be when they are not accepted. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, we had to really it's been a while, but we're gonna bring them in. Ladies and gentlemen, conservative. So we gonna break it down for us.
What's going on, Art? Long time no talk, man. It's good to talk to you guys. Good to know you guys are still doing this thing over here.
Yeah, so we gonna have like a nice little friendly dialogue or whatever, because this is sort of like I guess a segue to get people to clear the air on what is really a coon, because I'm hearing different definitions now. That's why I played those video clips.
Well, one thing that I noticed, and you know me, I can't help. It's almost reflexive. I gender bang maybe too often. Coon is a very singular male-centric term. I don't know if a woman has ever officially been labeled a coon.
Oh, they've been
like what can a black woman do that gets her called a coon?
You mean like
I don't think. I mean, maybe a Candace. Well, how come a Candace Owens is a coon but not a ghetto gagger?
Oh, she can be both, right?
I mean, I don't know if it's ever really thrown out there. Like, maybe you can put Candace in that label. She might be the one. But as a rule, I don't really hear a lot of black women get labeled as like, betraying their race. And no matter how egregious the behavior is. So I think the word coon, it's a bygone relic of a time that we don't have to live through anymore. Because nowadays, it's almost lost meaning, bro.
I think if you bring the names up, I think we'll agree with you. If you bring some of these women's names up that kind of, threw us under the bus, I think we see eye to eye on that.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I really think so.
You might, but I mean, I'm arguing the point. Like it would be after the fact, it's not a thing that we typically do. I'm pointing it out as a sort of thing that just doesn't really get done like that.
Yeah, because they call Candace Coonstress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Obviously Sage
And
Steele.
no, okay, stay still. So when they're right wing politically, okay, maybe that's what it is. They got to be politically right wing.
No, I disagree with that. I would consider somebody like Malika Andrews a coon.
Yeah, she's one too, for sure.
Wouldn't a drug dealer be considered a coon? Art?
I think, well, you know what? You got to ask yourself, is a drug dealer doing things on the behalf of white supremacy, white people? Are they trying to get white people happy intentionally?
Maybe not directly, but indirectly. And I don't even believe this, but it does fit the argument. You are indirectly serving so-called white supremacy if you believe such things.
Because you're poisoning your community.
I think the dope dealer are more of a treasonist.
But well, I mean, I don't know. Now we're really splitting hairs. But isn't cooning treason? Here's another way. If you're going to drag the dope boys into it, I mean, if you are a frequent, if you get your card stamped at Planned Parenthood, ain't that cooning?
If you get your card stamped,
I'm trying to be delicate here.
For nature.
No, it's a nature.
No, for reproductive rights, which is a misnomer. There's no reproduction in your reproductive rights, by the way. But if you happen to do that, would that be cooning? This is what I mean. It's such a weird label at this point.
Let's go into that. That goes into what Umar was breaking down as far as the Negro versus the coon. Remember, the Negro does a lot of stuff indirectly, not knowing that it does make the white man happy, whereas the coon intentionally does things to make the white man happy based on their actions against black people. So yeah, that abortion stuff, or can we say that, or is that don't kill us, or the AB or whatever? I can't. I don't know what we're gonna call it. But anyhow, that stuff there, that is indirectly affecting black people, and white folks are happy, but I don't see black women being happy that, or getting a pat on the back saying, "Hey, you unaliving all the black children before birth."
No, that's not how it works. They get a head pat for being strong and independent and living according to the values of feminism or whatever. Like they get a head pat, but just not literally for the kid.
Now they're getting like kudos for being quote unquote the independent woman that have their rights, but are they getting kudos for killing? I keep saying it. Are they getting kudos for unaliving so many black children in alarming rates? Are they getting kudos from from white people up front? That's going once. I think he's busy. But in the chat, that's because Hood Service is bringing up some good points. Because we hear that a lot too. When women are unaliving children before birth and things of that nature, just because for whatever different reasons, right? They don't want to bring a woman or a baby into the world, all these different things, right? But since we have so much of a high percentage of what do you call it? I'm just gonna say it. I just get hurt by YouTube abortion. High percentage of abortion over the years. I think somebody did the numbers. I think it was in like 20 years. It was like a whole like almost 30 mil, damn near. But the thing is she doing it to make sure that white people are happy that she's doing it, as far as her taking them out, or is she doing this to exercise her quote unquote right
I mean,
to
isn't that
reproductive rights.
a weirdly? Isn't this a weirdly unfair metric? Like, are you doing this for white people? Because it kind of just it
That's what the
kneecaps.
point is.
But hold on, hear me out though, because
Okay.
this almost goes back to like the respectability politics argument. Like, if you're arguing for a more respectable image for Black America, are you doing that for the benefit of white people? Really?
Could you repeat that? Did you guys follow him? What did you
Yeah.
say?
If I criticize bitches twerking on ambulances during the middle of a George Floyd riot, am I doing that for the benefit of white people? Like, goddamn, your argument. These attacks just need more weight on them, bro. This
No,
is what
because
I
you
mean.
have a
Like,
lot of
the argument doesn't work anymore like it used to.
you have a lot of black folks agreeing with you though.
That's my point. The arguments don't work like they used to. This coon thing is a relic of a. That's a whole other war. We ain't got to fight no more, bro.
Well, I don't know. You don't understand where he's coming from because it's hard to address it. But because I don't think the issue is about fighting. I don't know about
No,
that.
the issue you raised is doing it on behalf of white people. You're cooning so that somehow white people
Yeah,
get a
like
benefit from it, right?
reparations.
But if
Like for example, reparations. Do black people in America deserve reparations?
deserves a funny word, but I say no. But
Yeah. And what's the reason?
because a slave don't deserve things. Your freedom is what you get. You go forth and you conquer after that. But to say that you deserve simply because you were a slave, I think you should reread the manual on slavery.
But it's more than just slavery. It's all the way to Jim Crow, where
Well,
people were deprived their resources that they could have earned over the years, to where other people were able to use that to bring in
yeah,
generational wealth.
that's not a class action in my opinion. That, if you can make a case, I'll never speak against you. Going forward with your argument and your
That's why it's more
paperwork and
lenient.
do your thing.
That's why it's more. Oh, wait a minute, but what about the Freedmen's Bank?
You're gonna have to tell me your argument, that I don't know enough to just say
Yeah,
yes or
because
no.
basically a lot of people put in their money. A lot of black people put in their money for a black bank, and based on the maneuvering and I guess things as far as how the bank was structured, the U.S. government, the white U.S. government, they pretty much took all those funds for themselves and built other infrastructures, and so the people that put their money in never got a dime. So they don't own any kind of, and then their descendants don't own anything either.
You're kind of mixing two simple points, bro.
I figured
If
that.
the government,
Y'all listening, right? Go ahead.
if the government has wronged you and you have a legal argument to make, then go for it. Like, that's my initial point. But
But
that
here's the
does
thing
not
too,
translate into a broad racial class of grievance. It's just not the same.
and Joe, I'm not sure we can ask him about the small hat argument, because I think he might not agree that the small hats deserve what they're getting from the U.S. government. So he might. I don't think.
I have an extremely right wing view of the small hat thing. I don't think there's any white supremacy. I think there's only one supremacy in this world. And white people don't gather around in a world congress to discuss their whiteness and what they need for the future of white people. I think people who believe in white supremacy and ignore that this group has an entire world congress, you're just playing checkers on a chessboard, bro.
So they have to admit it now. Is that what you're saying?
No one has to admit anything. You should look with your own eyes and see what's out there in front of you.
Really? That's how it works now? It's just right there,
Okay,
so obvious in front of you?
you point to me the global white conference of white people doing it strictly for whiteness.
So that's
Because
the
when you
only way
talk
it's
about
gonna
the
work.
hats, if you're going to talk about the hats, they don't even hide the shit. This is just that nobody has the balls to stop the shit.
Y'all hear this? So wait, let's get some clarity here. So the only way that we can prove that white supremacy exists is for them to do things right in front of you.
I mean, I can make a better argument about their supremacy than you can about white supremacy, and that's the problem of it.
What do you mean, sir?
Like I said, I can make a more compelling argument. I won't because it'll kill your channel, but I can make a more compelling argument about hat supremacy than you can about white supremacy.
What you said? Something you said? Half supremacy?
Hat, small hat.
Oh. Well, I mean, I put them all in the same category, though. I don't separate them.
But they separate them, and there's a reason for that.
Oh, let me hear that one. Let me hear it.
On something like for example, John Stewart's real name isn't John Stewart. This is a very common thing. They will assume a male white bread identity and then blend in and just say incredibly subversive things while assuming the identity of whiteness. And then they'll go into the synagogue or whatever on Saturday or whatever day it is, and give money to their tithe, to their country and support the whole wave and all that. It's a very clever move. But ultimately, they don't consider themselves white, and not only that. I'll tell you another thing, bro. The longest running beef in the world is between them and Christians. Like literally going back to the Bible, going back to Rome. They're still pissed about Rome to this day. Like that's the longest running grievances between them and white people in Europe. So you guys believing in white supremacy are like I said, checkers on a chessboard, bro.
So let me ask you this, and speaking of the chess and checkers, whatever, you don't think that it's a battle between who can be the biggest slave master?
Not exactly. I mean, because
Really?
technically, one group of people has a history of freeing slaves globally, and another group of people has only ever sold people from year zero to now. That's what do you think merchants did back in the day? They didn't
I
have
want you to
Google
repeat
10,000
yourself.
years ago. What do you think merchants did?
I want you to repeat yourself because you sound a little muffled on that other part about one sold something. Could you repeat that again?
Well, you're saying that the choice is choosing between two masters, but historically, one group went around the world freeing slaves, and another group has only ever sold people. That's what
Are you
merchants
kidding
did
me?
historically.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yes.
God.
Christian Europeans went around the world, specifically Britain. They ended the most of the global slave trade. Basically, the hats
So
have
wait a minute.
nothing to do with that.
So British never owned slaves?
As a rule, I don't think Britain really got into slavery on their
Oh
home
my
country.
God.
I think what Britain did mostly was more colonization. I don't know how much of the slave trade Britain was really responsible for. I could be wrong on that, but my major point is that Britain went around ending slavery, and America had a whole
Oh
civil war
God.
about it. So, are you
I need
really
some
going to say
clarity.
that's not true?
Let me get some clarity. So you're
First off, no,
saying
I want some clarity on. Are you saying that's not true that Britain didn't end the transatlantic slave trade?
you asked me if that's not true, if Britain didn't end what?
The transatlantic slave trade. They literally blew up the slave ports up and down west coast of Africa.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
if you watch
mean,
that movie Amistad, that's the last shot in Amistad. The closing act in Amistad is like ending. They passed the law or whatever, and then they sent their boats out and they started
okay.
attacking the slave trade.
For its and giggles, let's say if they ended the whole slave trade, what was the reason? Go.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
Let's assume they did it because they didn't like you. Now what?
So basically, because when you say it, you're making it though they had some kind of moral compass and they just ended the slave trade for the goodness of their heart, right? Is that what you're getting at?
If you're a slave, does it actually matter? This is such a weird line
Yeah,
of
because
argument.
they were. I mean, for the history, I got a whole bunch of history here. I can pull out any books, but the thing is like they were like the pioneers of slave trading. God dang, them dudes and colonization.
Actually, it was the Arabs and the hats.
Dude,
If you
it
really
was
want, if you really want to be
Arab,
historically accurate, the Arab
Portuguese,
slave trade
French.
preceded
Oh,
and
let's break it down.
outlasted the transatlantic, brother. The Arabs
Let's break it
started
down.
it and never stopped, and the small hats have always been middlemen facilitators.
Yeah, they funded a lot of stuff. Shout out to Queen Isabella in Spain, but you had the French, you had the Spaniards, hell, you had the Germans from one point. got the Portuguese, and you definitely had the British. So, and the thing is, they're the ones that, I mean, who had the ship called the Sweet Ship Jesus? Who was that? I mean, was it the French? No. Was it the Portuguese? No. Hell,
I
was
mean,
it
we're
Italian?
bringing up all these random facts to give the simple argument I made. Who else
The Sweet Ship
made any
Jesus.
effort? Who made any effort to end the slave trade? Because we're talking about the hats versus regular Europeans. Remember, that was the whole dispute.
Yeah.
Not random facts about slavery.
Last
There's
time I
no one else between these two people. Only one of them made any effort to stop any slavery. So how do you disprove that?
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, ending the transatlantic slave trade, it had to be some kind of advantage towards them. They didn't just end that off just to be just goodness of their heart. Say, you poor black people, I mean, wrong. Let's stop this. Hell no. Come on, man.
Did I say that though?
Like,
Hold on. Did I even say that? This is in
I'll
your
let you say
mind,
it.
brother. I never said it though. This is simply an
Well, okay.
argument you're fighting in your mind. This is a battle I refuse to engage with.
But why bring that up though? Okay, what is the angle of bringing that up then?
Well, the question at hand that you raised was between Europeans and small hats, as if we're choosing between two masters. And I had to highlight for you that between these two groups that you're calling masters, only one has ever even attempted to stop slavery. That was the
Okay,
point.
so but they still were in bed with the French, the Portuguese, the Spaniards. So how much did they stop? Go. Let's hear it.
The transatlantic part.
But they were still like trading resources
Not
with these
only the
other people.
transatlantic part, I'm pretty sure they went around like to the Pacific maybe too, but I know the transatlantic part for sure.
So again, they were still trading resources with the other people that with slavery booming,
So
including
they should go to
America.
war with Germany. They should go to war with France. They, like, come on, what are you? Nobody's supposed to love you enough to kill themselves for your black ass. Don't grow up. That's not gonna happen.
I'm glad you came up, man. This is for real. This is Hood Sertive, y'all, and it's an honor to have him on the panel.
I got to do some driving. I'm gonna mute up for a minute, right?
Okay. It's an honor to have him on the panel, and this is how he speaks. This is how this man really speaks. Okay. So, and I'm not calling no names, but it's in the topic of what is a coon, right? And then I played the different videos of different trains of thought. One guy said people felt he was a coon because he had independent thought from the quote unquote black community, right? Another person said that a coon is someone that only dates people out of their race, right? But at the same time, you got other people like Umar and other people they're talking about. A coon usually say things that on the behalf of white people, white people's narrative, make white people feel good, or things to make white people feel prominent. So I got my brother up here speaking. You guys don't call no names in my panel, y'all. I mean, not my panel, but my chat. Don't call no names, but just listen to them, and you take your pick as far as how people do speak. Matter of fact, the way that he's speaking right now, would you say that he's speaking on the behalf of white people, or is he just an independent thinker? Which is it? I mean, y'all let us know in the chat. I don't sit there and be like super judgmental, especially my fellow brothers here on in this space or whatever. I let them roll or whatever. I kind of question some of the things they say, but at the same time, I enjoy a good dialogue. So if anybody, what do you guys think? He's saying, talk to me nice. Oh my God. Ooh, what you call this mad? Right? Uh-oh. They call him an agent. Hood Sir has been on this for years though, y'all. I think like Nino said, I think he toned down a little bit. Detro says Hood is an independent thinker. Okay. Joe says it's what I said. It's selling yourself and your people short. I didn't say black people. Nino's, oh, he's saying something to Hood Surfer says, bro, you went up there and used other collateral matters not pertaining to the topic. That's Hood Surfer though. I thought you had changed up a little bit. Regiment says he makes a lot of sense. He got the emoji on the side. Oh my god. But I enjoy these conversations, man, especially when they're circular like this. It's like, okay. He said he literally answered the question. He said what a coon is. He said what a coon is. Uh-oh, Lakers and Clippers are fighting. Oh, the Clippers, y'all mad? Was it you mad, Clippers? Oh well. Anyhow, but yeah, man. As you can see, matter of fact, let's just see. We got Hood Served up here. We should ask him about some politics, huh? Because this is a rare appearance for him. He says when I hear coon, I think of lighter skinned crying dudes like Drake. Oh my god, what else can you hear on a Tuesday night, y'all? Right. Okay, when you get free, Hood, we're gonna ask about some politics from the right. Okay, so I gotta see what your strategy is about. Then you can clip some stuff out and play it if you want. I need to hear this. Anybody, and if you got some questions, because Hood, man, he's always busy around my time. So you gotta hit the like button, share, subscribe. Oh man, Nino said he's sick of them. No, it's fun listening to him. The one that's kind of like hard to listen to is where Clue. Are you ghost watching? It's hard. I'm like Clue. He brings up all kinds of stuff. Like, bruh. Anyhow, so did you know Pearly is? Yeah, let's go into Pearly for a minute. And shout out to Mr. Fantastic. He called her out a little bit too, but in a soft way. I mean, the only thing I can think that, I think Hood will agree with me on this one is that it's going to be a different ball game when you start dealing with Black American women, going back and forth with them, because when you were doing that with those European Black women, that was a little different, But when you start doing the whole Black American thing, now you gave them some red meat. I don't know if that's intentional, because probably that's going to get her name circulating in the algorithms. But when you start doing with the American Black sister that's just gruntle over, your Becky talking points and all that kind of stuff, I don't know how that's going to turn out. And I'm quite sure she probably did that to get more.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think dudes are gonna try to jump as far as bullet. That's what I see happening. Dudes want to have this fight. I'm gonna sit back, letting dudes get the word. It's nasty.
Did y'all hear him? I heard like
no.
Yeah, could you repeat that again, Conservative? When you get it in the clear space.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop. I said I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, Black women don't want to get in that fight. So much Black men want to fight the fight on their behalf.
So you think they're gonna avoid her?
Yeah. It's a winning
Really?
strategy for them. Yeah, it's easier for them. The dudes are gonna do all heavy.
Okay, we'll see. Because could you imagine? Okay, what? I don't know how that's going to turn out. But what about Sinji versus Pearl? How that's going to turn out? What do you think?
Hold on, say it again.
So, let's. Well, they probably not on the same level. But what do you think of? Hold up. What do you think of Sinji versus Pearl? Think that's going to have some legs?
It would be fun to watch, but I actually would love to see that, honestly.
Because she's going in the mud now. She's not doing the whole Candace Owens and all that. She's going down in the mud now. If you notice.
Has Sinji said anything about Pearl?
No, not yet, but I'm quite sure it's going to. I mean, if Pearl keeps doing what she's doing, it's going to get down there because now she's going into whole black woman stuff, and whatever. Even if you're saying stuff that's right about them, they gonna form like Voltron eventually.
No, they won't. The dudes will. I'm telling you, that's what's happening.
Okay. What was the other thing about Pearl? Now, you think she's desperate?
No.
So she's not desperate?
Nah, she's got an eye for this. This is a strategic move.
No, I don't think she's desperate.
What do you think she's trying to do?
Probably trying to get clout on some of her benefactors.
Okay. Because her people is what's that? What's Ben Shapiro's group? What are they called?
I forget. the name.
Daily Wire.
I guess.
No, she never. That wouldn't work.
She's not with Daily Wire anymore?
Never was. She's independent. She got her own thing.
Okay. It just seems like she's trying to either reinvent her brand or just trying to just trying to get a whole different new clientele so she can start moving up a little bit more the ways that she wanted. Because remember, she was using a lot of black people in Europe,
Yes.
British black people to make it look like she was with the black community, even though she's from America and all that stuff. She had Andrew Tate come up there. That's the last time I saw like a good chunk of her live was when Andrew Tate was there. But after that, I lost interest. I didn't have anything else to watch with Home Chick. Because all she's gonna do, she's repeating a lot of stuff that people say in the space. Or I did see when she visited Obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
So that was another one.
That's why I laugh at people talking about they labeled Pearl the queen of the manosphere. We barely talk about her. I haven't talked about with the exception of Saturday. I hadn't talked about her in like 3 years.
Okay, so I know Hood Survey got like some time. So let's ask some Trump questions.
Okay.
So Hood Survey, do you think that Trump has limited time left in his term because he's 70?
I mean, he's only got 3 more years no matter what anyway. Unless he pulls some type of unconstitutional thing. You got to pull a coup or something. But he's only got 3 years, so be patient. It's almost over.
Did you say something to us?
No, I said he only got 3 more years anyway, so just be patient. It's almost over.
So you think he's gonna stick around for the next 3 years until he's 82?
Yeah, I don't expect him to drop dead no time soon. So yeah.
Okay. Let's go to JD Vance and his marriage situation and Charlie Kirk's widow. Do you have any take on that situation?
I don't know what you mean. What's the connection between Kirk and JD Vance's marriage?
I know you saw it. Well, supposedly. Say it again. Okay. Supposedly, I guess they're going by his statements about him and his wife with two different religions, and then you got other shots to where there's some kind of intimate hugging with the. Did she caress his face or his head? I forgot. But anyhow, there's some I would say speculation of some kind of plans coming down the future.
Even if that's true, that would kill his whole career. If you do a movie like that,
he got to stay with the same wife.
Yeah.
So he has to stay with the same wife throughout this whole career, right?
You gotta ride the horse you rode in on, bro.
Now, what's your take on Vivek Ramaswamy? What's your take on this dude?
I don't like him.
What's your issue with him?
This foreigner, not one of us.
You think he has a chance to win in Ohio?
Did he win? Is that thing still going on? I thought somebody else did.
I think it's still going, isn't it, y'all?
I have no idea.
For a whole year, I think. I mean,
I thought he lost, bro. Oh, maybe I'm wrong because I'm not really paying attention to him. But
they would have made a big deal out of that.
Better. If it's better if he does win, just because he's a Republican, but I'm not a fan. I don't like it.
Yeah, according to this, he's still running. So, okay. And so, as far as if JD Vance runs, who would he be afraid of in the Democratic Party running against? In your opinion?
AOC is the only one, really, but I don't think she's a winner. Though.
So AOC, what would she have on him?
Titties. I mean, well, look at them. They're good titties, bro. Those titties that take you a long way.
You're giving her too much credit, in my opinion, but okay.
Are you saying she doesn't have titties?
No, he said giving her too much credit. Oh, wow. That's funny.
Might have a rag, but that's the kind of Latina that turn people off.
Oh, because you mouthy?
Yeah.
Nah, she's good on her side, though. I mean, right wingers gonna hate her, but they love her on the left, so can't beat that.
Man, I think I ran out of Republican questions, man, or right or Republican questions. I don't have any that off the top of my head, because that's the only thing I was thinking about as far as JD Vance's, how it's going to look for him when it's time for him to run for president. Oh my God, Marjorie Taylor Greene, give it to us, man. What's up?
Zionism.
Really?
What
I never thought of it. He said Zionism. I never thought of that with her. But okay, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
No, that's the one thing that's like messing with like the whole right wing MAGA movement. There's a whole civil war, and so I think she got forced out. Let's put it that way.
What do you think of? What's your thought on Nick Fuentes?
Low-key the future, honestly, for the right wing. The energy, all the momentum, the youth, they're all on this side.
You said he's low-key what?
The future.
The future? Nick Fuentes?
For right-wing politics, yeah.
Do you think that they will use his last name against him?
It's not going to work. It's too big. It would have worked already.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out the white purist, I would say. I'm just wondering whether or not if that's going to really affect him as far as his future.
He's not a purist in that word, so it doesn't really
No,
matter.
not him. The ones that claim to be the white purists, right? You know, how
Yeah,
would they? Is there?
they're not the movement. They're not big enough to hold much sway. That's the problem. Like, it's a thing, but not a big enough thing to matter.
Or I mean, like, would you say the white purists are they like disappearing now?
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. It's not even about purity. You know, I think for them it's more about numbers internally. They're just trying to grow.
Because you know the train of thought for white purists is to protect the white race. Are they? Don't they say that a lot?
Yeah, but the first step in that is growth, like making children and marriage. That's why, you know, like that little white town in Alabama, like that's really what they're focused on. It's not a purity, you know, kick everybody out the country. Well, it's kick the illegals out the country, but they're not really focused on black people.
Hmm. Now that town in it's Arkansas, right? Oh, somebody's battery's dying.
Yeah.
That town in Arkansas, wouldn't you think Nick would be invited to that to stay?
Possibly, I think so. There's like I guess they got a criteria. You know, you got to get approved by the HOA, but I guess so.
Wow, I never thought he would, but okay, that's deep, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get all my questions out because I probably won't see you in another 2 months. So
You know what, bro? I got this like overnight thing right now. I'm traveling back and forth between DC and New York City almost every night. So like, well, not every night, like every other night. So I'm up now.
Well, I mean, one day I think probably the mid, at least by the midterms, there's probably going to be a good. I would like to have that kind of a panel discussion just to see the direction of where people are going. You know, I like having conversations without people having too much personal stuff invested because it gets in the way. Just want to see people's views so I can get an idea of the thought of what's happening here. I mean, some of the stuff sound crazy as bad shit, but it's not me to sit there and try to make you change your mind and all that. I just want to hear it, you know, just out of curiosity.
A lot of things sound crazy the first time we hear it.
But you probably would say the same thing about what I say. So I'm just listening, to be honest. And even because I, you know, like a lot of stuff I hear, well, not a lot, but some things I hear, I'm in agreement with, and then there's some things I hear, it's like, where the hell did he get that from? But other than that, man, you're always welcome here to you know, break down your thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. And I'm quite sure there's some people might debunk you or whatever. I would question. Sometimes I question it, but later on I have to let you rock. You know. So when you see me in your chats or whatever, I'm not sitting there folding my arms getting mad. I'm just like just trying to figure out what this dude talking about. when you do your panels or live streams. We kept it at 54 though.
I think most black folk haven't even considered like the right way point of view other than it's racist. So when I try to explain things, it always sounds crazy the first time.
Yeah, because I had to scratch my head when you said that slavery was necessary. I'm like, what do you mean by that? He was explaining it, but I'm like, okay, it's still not registering.
When did I say necessary? I don't know if I actually said necessary. What are you talking about?
You kept telling that brother, hear me out. Slavery was necessary. And dude was like going off. The dude from New York, he had a New York accent. I was listening.
I might have been fucking with him a little bit because I think I was doing a hypothetical.
It sound more like
that. Like, let me tell you why. Because you know, all right, just imagine it's like, you know, 1,000,000 years ago, right? All you ever did was just totally wipe out every other tribe. And then somebody decides, well, how about we keep a couple of these guys alive so they can carry our shit back to the cave, right? That's the birth of slavery. Is it better that they killed you or kept you alive to carry their shit?
Yeah, I don't think anybody disagreed about that part. I think the other thing that people are pointing out is that your heritage, your culture, your language, your God, your customs, and everything has been wiped out for between 300 and 400 years, where other people were able to either purchase their freedom or work for their freedom. They're able to go about and still speak their languages and still do all those things, whereas our situation is much more unique, but yet we're standing 10 toes down today, functioning in this kind of fashion right as we speak, when we could have been dead. We supposed to have been dead. Anyone that went through what we went through, they would have committed suicide. They wouldn't have made it, man. So that's the difference between all this slavery talk. Is that, even people try to use the word Slav from the Slavics and all that, but I'm like, no, the Slavs they still have their culture, where our culture is our oppressors' culture, damn near. We just made things out of it.
I don't know what else to tell you, bro. They losing the bitch, man. Those are losing stuff, man. Like, what else am I supposed to tell you?
Losing what though?
Freedom, nigga. You lost.
And what do you mean by that? So basically, you're talking about the American slave is considered losers because they lost their freedom?
Well, not even the American part. I'm just saying, like, you don't win and then become a slave. You typically lose and then become a slave. Like, that's the path of slavery for almost anybody, right? My point being, it sucks to lose. You should try not to do that next time.
Ooh, so y'all hear this man, right? Wow. So, because I'm trying to figure out. So you said the loser. I mean, yeah, I guess people have lost their freedom. So, person that lost their freedom are considered losers, correct?
Well, I think you lose the war, then you lose your freedom.
So you're saying that all the people that came to America that were on slave ships, they were definitely some kind of war casualties or what have you?
Well, either that or they just got captured. Like you ever see a Roots? You see how they rolled up on Colton? Like, hey, man, shit be real, bro. What you gonna do, man? One day you're go farming, next day taking cotton in Virginia.
Okay. So we're looking at between, like I said, between 300 to 400 years of that to where you live and die a slave, right? And then now we have you and I and other people here that's somewhat products of that, even if you come from the Caribbean, Latin America, and you still here today. But there are some effects there, as far as how we navigate with each other, how we coexist. So are you saying that you're supposed to dismiss that and just move forward and start over? Or are you saying that, I mean, what do you say to that in general? I'm curious.
At some point, you gotta stop crying about stuff and just, move on with your life, bro. At some point, you just have to.
So you saying people are crying about it?
I think by and large, when it comes to like the past, yeah, for the most part, like black folks today complain more about slavery than the actual slaves.
You know what's crazy, Hood? And I've been around, I'm in my 50s now, and I listen to a lot of black spaces. And I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about just in person. Believe it or not, I rarely hear people talk about slavery for years. I haven't heard them talk about that. So where are you hearing the whole crying about slavery?
Please, slavery gets brought up with almost any black issue you could mention, whether it's black hair, sick motherhood, black female mortality, pregnancy mortality. Like they bring up slavery as an explanation for ICE, bro. They use slavery for anything, bro. That shit like stats on. They put that shit on everything, bro.
Wow. Because I'm over here in LA, and like I said, I guess for those people that don't listen well, I didn't say they don't talk about slavery. I just said I don't hear it. I don't hear people talking about it as much. I don't really hear see, back then in the 90s, like you had movies like Sankofa and all that kind of stuff. You know, people talked about that, never forget, you know, that kind of thing, the Black Holocaust. I mean, we had all those different things, but as years progress, yeah, we have people probably in your generation and other people try to even dismiss it or even try to minimize it. But in all intents and purposes, I haven't heard in regular conversation where people just constantly keep bringing up slavery. I heard Jim Crow every now and then because of the what do you call it, the situation that we're going through today, based on allocating resources and as far as how we deal with each other as people and all that. But from what I'm hearing from you, it just sounds like you get a lot of this stuff from social media. Sounds like it.
Well, social media is where a lot of live conversations happen. So it's like, getting a pulse of the collective black id.
Okay. And plus, even in this space, Lewis, do you hear a lot of people talk about slavery in this space? He's probably working. But yeah, I don't hear.
No, I don't hear that many people.
Yeah, I don't hear. And
I hear more of it in like the Sonetta TV circle. area.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Even them, where there's Oya, because I listen to her sometimes. I mean, I definitely got Sonetta on speed dial. Hell, even Umar. Do you hear Umar Johnson talk about slavery a lot lately?
No,
I haven't heard him.
really, the only ones that be talking about it really that always like hark on it is the Hebrew Israelites.
And I only hear, and I'm going to be really real on this one. I only hear white people trying to deny it more than I hear black people talking about it. I kid you not. I always hear white folks.
There would be nothing to deny if you weren't constantly talking about it. Like,
no, but they bring.
How do you even get to that point? Why would they deny it if you're not talking about it constantly?
It's just like people bringing up stuff that's not there.
They wrote the books on it. They wrote the books on it, so they couldn't just deny it now.
Wait, who wrote the books on it?
White people wrote the history books. They wrote their own history books. And so now, how are they going to deny the books that they themselves wrote? So, like, the idea is crazy that they would deny it now. The fact that they're denying anything is because you keep talking about it.
You stepped in it. I got you. So, you're saying that these young white folks, because I'm the one that denying it a lot, these young white folks out here in these social media spaces that constantly keep denying racism, you saying they're the ones that wrote the books?
I thought it was slavery, bro. I thought you said denying slavery.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I just said that.
You said racism. You said racism.
Oh, I'm sorry. Slavery. There you go. Let's go with slavery. You saying that they're the ones that wrote the books? Go ahead. Let's hear it.
No, white people as a group, that's who wrote the books. Black folk wasn't allowed to read and write back then.
Because the ones that wrote the books, I mean, hell, you had what's his name, George Macy. You had different white historians that did write the book about slavery that white folks didn't like to hear. So I'm trying to figure out, what did the white folks that wrote the book?
People are denying slavery, bro. What are you even saying? Who's denying slavery? Who? Point them out,
brother. There's a lot of want to say white supremacists.
You know who
There's a
denies
lot of
slavery?
spaces.
Fucking the Jay Calloway. That's who denies slavery. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so let's pivot back to the white people. Nice try. So you do have a lot of white spaces, and then also you have white what do you call it? Wishing white spaces. Even Dinesta Souza. Hell, well, I wouldn't give it to Vivek because he wouldn't go that far. But you have a lot of people denying not just slavery, but just the effects. And then back then, first I used to hear white people say there was only 11% of slave owners, and later on it was only 9% of slave owners, and later on there's only 8%. So every year they keep saying the percentage it gets lower. Okay, so what I'm
You give
saying
me a
is that they're
percentage because it's your field of expertise. You tell me the percentage.
I mean, you're not going to get me on that conversation because I have to pull out my data and show it to you. I ain't just go on top of my head. But I know for sure that I've been hearing over the years that they do a lot of revisionist history. They always changing history based to fit their narrative. Let me let you know something else. When I have these conversations with white folks, and these are white folks I really get along with. I mean, I would consider them friends or whatever, but when it comes to talking about race to them, which they bring up and I don't, by the way, most of the time it's usually based on them trying to even the playing field on who, as far as who's being wrong, so they can feel comfortable with having the conversation instead of going actually by the history that really happened, especially stuff that's in the Library of Congress and things of that nature. We got some history right here. Here you go. Let me see. Bam. So we got these kind of books right here. There's quite a bit, man. But like I said, I stand on it. A lot of white folks deny history deny slavery more than black people talking about it.
In what capacity? Give me an example of somebody denying slavery. I don't know how this sounds.
So I gave you an example. One is trying to diminish the percentage, right? So we're talking about Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, Virginia.
Wait a minute. How is it an attempt to deny it when it's really an attempt to just accurately quantify who is responsible?
Hey, Hood, conservative. Texas had passed a law with their school books. They call it slavery volunteer immigration.
Yep, they're trying to change it.
Involuntary immigration. I mean, you want to use woke terms, I guess we're going with woke terms now. It's a
But those
woke
your
word,
people.
right?
Those your people saying this.
Niggas can't be woke too.
Those your people saying it though. That's what. But you call it woke now?
Well, it's like a euphemism, you know.
Anyhow, they like to
Hey,
change.
don't go bar for bar. If your people can call men women, my people can call slavery involuntary immigration. All right.
Wait, you're othering us. Got it. Defending Slavery. There's another book called Defending Slavery. Right there in front of you.
Yeah, well, I did that last week, though. You can't trigger me with that. I just did that for fun. You heard me do it. Shit.
Hey, you asking me, how these people talking about it or denying it. And then on top of that, there's people denying it.
How can you deny something that you defend? You literally write a book defending it. Like, you're using the word deny, and I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Really? So when they say that never happened, I thought
How can
that
you
would
say
be
something
denying.
never happened when you're defending it? Like, the title is literally defending.
So wait.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure you're over 40. And I know you're not trying to say that me and Lewis is trying to say the same people that's denying slavery is the one that wrote that book that he just showed on the screen. Are you
Well,
saying
no,
that, sir?
you're supposed to be giving me examples of what denying slavery looks like, but you literally showed me a book that says defending slavery. Like, yeah, I'm proud of this shit.
No,
I'm
because
gonna do it
that's
again. Like, what are you
that's a
doing?
part. Yeah, because that's a part of the issues that we're having. You got people denying it, defending it, even glorifying it. You got all kind of things going on.
You can't deny it, defend it, and glorify it. You're going in polar opposite directions at one point.
Are we talking about one person or a group of people?
Even if it's a group, if the group is moving in all these directions, how do you
All
charge
these
them
group
with
of
one
people know
simple
each other.
crime?
All these group
Right,
of
so
people
how
know
do you
each other.
charge the whole group? How do you charge the whole group with anything if they're all going in random directions?
Do they all know each other?
Right.
I'm asking you. Do they all know each other?
Of course not. Of course not. So how do you make a blanket
So
charge then?
why are you bringing in the question as though they know each other?
You're doing it though. You're doing it. You're the one
No,
making a
I'm not.
blanket charge that they're denying. You started
Yeah,
that. You said they are denying.
There's different groups of people that deny slavery. There's different groups of people that glorify it, and then also there are different groups of people that defends it. And there's different groups of people that do more about slavery that really don't really make a lot of sense. It's crazy. And then when you respond to this, you're putting all the stuff in the same category as though everybody's on lock and step talking about. Or you're saying that we're saying that everybody together is defending what's the other one? Denying and glorifying all in one group. That's the way that you're coining it. If you want to correct that, let us know.
That was basically your position until I kept pushing it.
That's basically one position. What?
That was your position, and I kept pushing it, and then you changed your terms.
So people out there in the chat, did y'all hear me make that as one position for all those three things for one group that knows each other?
So when we first started this conversation about denying slavery, who are you accusing of denying it? Who are you accusing?
Yeah, a lot of right wing spaces. That's your answer, which you're defending.
Those same right wing spaces that are proud of slavery and they say here's the book defending slavery. How is that a denial though? You see what I mean? Like it's not a denial.
Did the people out there in the
Give
chat?
me an example of a denial here, because I'm blown away by this belief that you have.
People in the chat, did you hear us say that the people in these right-wing spaces wrote the book that Lewis showed on the screen? Did anybody hear that? I'm curious. I'm real curious. Anybody in the chat? I think we're wearing them out. Anyhow, like I said before, they pretty much deny it more than we talk about it. Point blank. They deny the damage of it more than we talk about it. They deny the long-term effects of it more than we talk about it. Which is crazy, is because, and that is a good question that you have posted, but in a weird way. But why would you keep denying stuff and we don't even bring it up anymore?
Well, the entire Black Studies, the Ethnic Studies Department, it literally rests on the foundation of slavery in America. Black folk have made careers writing books about slavery, giving speeches about the ills of slavery. I mean, slavery is effectively an industry for Black folk who can't do nothing better.
So how much access we have as black folks, how much access do we have to the black studies in
You're
these
changing the
universities?
terms now. You're changing the terms.
I'm
The
asking, but
fact that
hold
you,
up.
the fact
I
that
just
you have
responded
a
to what you
Black
said.
Studies program, the fact that you even have a Black Studies program is evidence of the nonstop slavery conversation.
I just responded to
24/7,
what you said.
365, 8 days a week.
I just responded to what you said. You said there is like a black studies in these universities that constantly talk about slavery, but I'm asking you, how does that affect the average black person in America as far as black studies go?
Was Black folks talk about it all the time. That was the point. You're changing the terms now.
So let me make sure I get this clear, because I don't like I know you hate being misquoted, and so do I. How is this affect again? I'm sorry. You're saying that the fact that they have black studies in these universities is affecting the black population in the United States as far as talking about slavery.
Did I ever say that? When did I ever say that?
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking you.
Why are you asking that? Why are you asking that? The whole
To
point
get
was
some
that they
clarity.
talk about it nonstop. Is the ethnic studies program not evidence that the conversation goes on nonstop?
Because you're using that to make your point. So I'm trying to
It's a
find
yes
out,
or
is
no
that,
question. Are you saying yes or no? The ethnic studies is not evidence that you talk about it all the time.
let me turn you up. Let's put your speaker on so I can turn you up so I can hear you better. Because your speaker's down.
I'm just saying the ethnic studies program is not evidence that you talk about it all the time.
No, not at all. That's your answer. No. The ethnic studies program, I guess, in the colleges, a lot of black people in America don't have access to that. Only the people that go to college. And a lot of people in these ethnic studies programs are not black. A lot of people in the ethnic studies program are non-black. And guess who teaches a lot of these ethnic studies classes, sir? Go. I'll wait. I put it in your chat last time.
Old white ladies, bro. Little old white ladies. That's what teachers.
White males. White males. The white ladies teach English and journalism and all that. But the white males are the ones that teach social science and ethnic studies in large numbers in America. That's college and grade school. Hands down. Y'all can Google it all you want, but it's there, y'all. But it's I went down to 49%. Nobody liked our conversation. I was trying. I gave him a chance. You know. But yeah, that's the point right there. I'm probably gonna move. Let me see. Let me move on to some. So Hood, if you want to add some more stuff to some of the other I guess topics I'm gonna have. Ooh, here you go, Hood. Tom Brady N-word trends after Eagles Cowboy game slip up. What's your take on the caption, or would you want me to read some of the article to get more info? What do you guys think?
I don't even know what that's about. What is that?
Say that one more time.
I said I don't know what that's about. What is that?
Me either. I just read the, what do you call it? I just put the title up there because it sounds a little interesting since Tom Brady is white Jesus. I want to find out how is this going to affect anything, because since you would probably say NFL is going into the woke direction, as you will. So let's see what they're talking about here. Let me lower this. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe, you guys. Sorry, I thought I was getting you guys something to listen to, but I guess people are like sitting there yawning. All right, so let's see here. It says social media blew up on Sunday night after a live TV moment with Tom Brady during the Eagles Cowboys game sent fans into a frenzy. Brady, now working as a broadcaster, seems to trip up over a player's name while breaking down a key play late in the matchup. The quick slip spread online in seconds, and suddenly people were claiming wrongly that he had used a racial slur. Tom Brady appeared to have slipped up during the Eagles-Cowboys game. The moment blew up during the finals minute of Sunday's wild finish, where the Cowboys stormed back from a 21-0 hold to beat the Eagles 24-21 while breaking down a play involving a big sack on Philly quarterback Jalen Hurts. Tom Brady stumbled over his words while mentioning Eagles offensive lineman Landon Dickerson. All right, so they got the video clip. So I guess we got to be the judge of this one. All right, let me see what he says.
Wait, I'm guess. I'm making predictions. That Nickerson, and everybody lost their mind.
So let me hear. Let me see what he said. Oh, where is it? Okay, so let me go ahead and share it there. Oh man, let me see if you guys can see it. Oh, here it is. My bad. We're down to 45 people, man. That's all right. Here we go.
Just blasting through Nicker. Excuse me, Landon Dickerson right there.
Let's play it again.
Just blasting through Nicker. Excuse me, Landon Dickerson right there.
Okay, so it says he began to say something that sounded like Nicker, then immediately corrected himself, saying, "Excuse me, Landon Dickerson right here." The slip was barely a slip second, but it was enough to send the internet into chaos. Fans immediately rushed to replay the clip, posting slow motion, and it's trying to figure out what they heard. Okay. I don't hear the N-word. I don't hear it. So I think people just wanted something to complain about and try to make some, some kind of clicks and views. So I didn't hear the N-word. So what? Okay, I'm quite sure we already know Hood's position. Let's move on. It says, sounds like boredom and fishing for problems. Yeah, they're trying to pin him on something. So his career stands. Florida police officer dead, 2 others injured after attempt to evict son from a mother's home at her request. Woo-wee. So that's another pile of mess right there. Let's see, is there any news footage? It says full article here. This is People Magazine. All right, Ron DeSantis is involved in this one too. Okay, so it says here, a Florida deputy is dead and 2 others were injured after attempting to serve an eviction notice at a home. Indian River County Sheriff Eric Swalwell shared in a press conference that one of the department's deputies, Terry Mashcall, 47, was killed while responding to a standard call of service for an eviction in Bermuda Club, a gated community in Vero Beach, Florida, on Friday, November 21st. He said Marshall had been there with 2 other deputies and a locksmith after receiving a call from a resident of the home who was evicting her son, identified as Michael Holberstam. While they were in a entryway, having just made entry into the home, Mr. Halberstam retrieved a weapon and he began indiscriminately firing on our deputy on scene. Flowers told reporters at the press conference Deputy Terry Mashcall made the ultimate sacrifice today and was killed in the line of duty inside that residence. He added, Flowers said that another deputy was shot in the shoulder while third was unarmed but fired his gun. The locksmith who went into the residence with the deputy was also injured and was transported to the hospital in a critical condition. The locksmith was undergoing surgery, Flowers said. The sheriff noted that the Halberstam, who previously had a narcotic charge in 2006, almost 20 years ago, and a misdemeanor charge out of Virginia in 2015, was also injured in the incident and was transported to the hospital in critical condition. Officer identified strange posts in the social media from Halberstam prior to the incident, including negative items about sheriff's office. According to Flowers, he noted that they also received 6 calls within a month from his mother. Flowers said Mashcall, who served with the IRCO from 25 years, gave her life to this community, adding that she would be remembered as someone who had a beautiful heart. She will be missed and emotional, Flowers said. Want to keep up? Okay, okay. And then it says Florida Governor DeSantis also addressed the incident during a separate news conference, saying, per ABC News, there is a lot going on. Just know Florida Department of Law Enforcement is engaging, working with the sheriff and local community. We will hope for the best results of that. The FBA said in a post X that Mashcall is survived by her husband and daughter. The FBI sends our prayers and condolences to the Deputy Sheriff Mashcall's family and friends and colleagues left behind. They will have our full support, the Post read. There you go. Any comments? Notice there's no pictures of the people that shot this woman. You know what that means?
Probably black.
No, if it's black, they would have showed the pictures. Don't you think?
It's actually the opposite. The culture rule almost always follows, bro. When they don't show the photo, it's usually black people. If it was a white guy, you know how it is when the white guy kills his family, they put up the picture and picture the sisters and shit like that. They show a picture of him on a jet ski, and it's like, white man kills wife and 3 children, and it's a picture of him hunting. But like when it's a black thing, they almost always be like, perpetrators, juveniles, angry passenger. They use euphemisms.
Y'all hear this, right? I'm just letting them rock. Y'all hear this, right? So just in case y'all didn't hear it, he said that whenever there's someone that's been named as being a killer or some kind of evil deed in an article and you don't see the picture, they're usually hiding a black identity. But if it's a white person, they would show the picture outright. That's what he just said. I mean, am I misquoting you, Hoodservative?
It's called the AIM culture rule.
So this is what you just said, right? Okay. So since he said that, am I supposed to say, hey, Hoodservative, take that back? You're wrong. That's just what he says, man. There's nothing I can do. People already know what it is, right?
You got any names on there for the suspect? Just off chance? Not suspect, the victim, but the victim and the suspect, right? It's like again, like what was the story again? The guy killed his mom.
The victim, no, he killed that cop. It says right here. Now the victim, as you can see, her last name is Mashcall. Is that Russian or that's probably like Eastern European? But the person that did the shooting, his last name is Halberstam.
All this shit. Okay, yeah, sounds dramatic.
Yeah, but go ahead. What were you saying?
I could be wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong. That sounds dramatic. Sounds Nordic. Sounds Nordic, actually.
Mm-hmm. So it says the man identified as Michael Halberstam retrieved a weapon and he began indiscriminately firing on our deputies on the scene, the sheriff office said. Okay. All right. So y'all hear for yourself. This is fun. Okay, more and more Ugandan men seek DNA paternity tests, often with heartbreaking results. So, yeah. So there's a lot of paternity fraud in Africa, and I heard in Jamaica too. So it's not just here in the United States.
Hey, Art, did you see the video of that girl in Ghana? She was at a concert, and she was like right on the gate, and it was dudes behind her. Like, I swear to God, it was at least two dudes. It looked like they was like having sex at the concert, and so she goes viral. And now there's multiple videos of this girl. She denies having sex, but it looks very much like they was getting bent over or whatever. Like, there's a whole scandal on the internet with the Ghanaians right now. Africans are having a party right now, bro.
Really? I haven't seen that. I mean, I don't really do much social media. I only do that sometimes. I do social media just to get my material together, but I haven't really did much.
I'm not just in the racism social media, bro. I'm global, man. I be watching all of these niggas.
Okay, are you gonna go over it on your channel?
Probably not. It's not that interesting. I might bring it up offhand, but I wouldn't make a show about it. It's not really what I do.
Well, okay. All right. Here we go. It says a 64-year-old woman goes viral showing off her youthful looks on social media. Obviously, this is not the lady. Now, I would. Okay, so is this lady here? I'm just looking for. I mean, I saw the thumbnail, but let me see. What you guys think here? This is 62. Let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, that neck. I mean, that's a good 62. Yeah. You got that Felicia Rashad look a little bit like a lower tier Felicia Rashad. I can see, but I think she's hiding some of that little girth in the. I don't know. I can see it though. So that's 62 for you right there. 62, y'all. Not this one right here though. Okay. Girl 13 accused in fatal shooting of boy 16 in Los Angeles County. Okay, so what are they saying here, y'all? All right, here we go. Boom, boom. It says here, so we got some news media. Okay. Why it gotta be that long? Okay, I hate that. It's like, yeah, it shouldn't be that long. So here's the actual news footage here. Actually, no, they're gonna get me, huh? Should I show it? I think YouTube gonna ding me for it, like some violence or something.
If you just play the audio and bring up an overlay, probably be better.
Okay, so let me upload the picture in there. Da-da-da-da. Overlays. Download. Keep it on the download. Where we go? Me and my shadow. Okay, why are they hiding my picture here? Right there. Okay. For some reason, it's not giving me my police thing there. That's a Bobby Kennedy or RFK. That's that girl. That's the money. Okay, for some reason, YouTube does not want me to put that up. Why? I'll find something. Let's see. There we go. We use that one. Okay, this is a different person, but we'll just for it and giggles. We'll put this here. And then we'll. Okay, so here we go. So we'll put the sound. Let me know if you guys hear the sound.
The latest to the case.
From airports to roads, it's set to be a busy travel week ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. What you need to know.
Let's see. Can y'all hear that?
Now at 5, police are investigating after a group of teens brutally attack a man in Hermosa Beach. The terrifying ordeal captured.
Okay, so that's definitely not it. Okay, where we at here? Brutal attack. Just 13 years. Man, forget it. I thought we were just no use. I might as well just read it.
Show some moment when a hit and run driver slammed.
Okay. They're trying to make us look at the whole thing. Okay. A 13-year-old girl was arrested in connection with the fatal shooting of a 16-year-old. Officials with Pomona Police Department announced Monday, November 23rd, officers responded to reports of a shooting victim in the 1300 block of East Pasadena Avenue and located the male juvenile suffering from the gunshot wound. Paramedics with the Los Angeles County Fire Department responded and declared the teen dead at the scene. Ooh. Detectives with the Pomona Police Department Major Crime Unit assumed. Let me get rid of this. Hold on here. Let me get rid of this here. Shout out to Rachel Dolezal. This is a funny picture of her. Okay. Anyhow, I'm probably gonna hang it up in a few because people are leaving. Okay. Let's see. Detectives of the Pomona Police Department Major Crimes Unit assumed the case and beginning an extensive search for a suspect in the fatal shooting. During the course of their investigation, they identified a 13-year-old female as possible perpetrator. Pomona PD office officials said in a news release posted to the Facebook. She was taken into custody as transported to juvenile hall. Authorities did not provide any details about what led them to identify the girl as a suspect. They were witnesses to the shooting, or if any physical evidence was left at the scene that implicated her. Investigators said that the motives for the deadly encounter is not known at the time and that additional details of incidents were being withheld. Anyone with information about the investigation is urged to contact the Pomona Police Department. And it has a number and everything. So anyhow, this stuff is in the description box. Okay, if anybody's interested, I got 38 watching. 38. Ooh. Minnesota mom who called autistic boy 5 years old, I guess, the N-word is horrifying viral video would face trial. I thought that was a hoax. I thought that wasn't real, but now they're talking about she's facing trial.
Yeah, it was. I mean, here's the most part of it, right? And this is where I think black folk we be falling for the old joke. What do black folks and Somalians have in common? Because I almost guarantee that was a little Somali kid. Why should black folk even care about what happens between some random white woman and some Somali kid at a playground?
So that 5-year old is a Somalian kid?
Well, we never saw the 5-year-old. He might be a ghost for all we know, but like most likely, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we keep our eyes open here for those people that do care or curious. How about this one? Mom watched a boyfriend sexually abuse and disembodied girl on her 10th birthday. Shit. Ooh, man. What's up with these parents? What's up with these damn parents? Okay. And then we got here 7 best super soldiers in Marvel who aren't Captain America. Oh well, I guess we don't have any Marvel heads up here, so they ain't gonna have that conversation. So I'm pretty much coming to the end. I think I went over all the other stuff here. Mamdani, I'm quite sure you got your thing of Mamdani. This other one about Democrats helped flip the House in Trump's first term. I think that stuff is brewing. It's kind of hard to have a position on that right now. California laws, we talked about that. Okay, governor. Let's try to go for governor. What's the next one here? Ted Kennedy. What's your take on Ted Kennedy and his stance on what he's trying to do with the whole health and medicine and pharmaceuticals?
Robert Kennedy.
Oh, sorry, Robert. I'm sorry. I keep saying RFK. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I mean, I don't really have a big opinion on it. Overall, I think it's a positive move, but I haven't really formed any harsh opinions on it. So hopefully it'll work out.
Yeah. I think he's entering dangerous territory because the pharmaceutical is like the mafia. And they already in bed with the, American politics and stuff that are global. So he's really
what corporate interest isn't like the mafia? I mean, guys that sell bananas are like the fucking mafia.
What corporate interest is what?
What corporate interest is not like the mafia? Like they're all the mafia, bro.
Yeah, because when you're going into the pharmaceuticals, you're talking about the Rockefellers and all those people, right? So then I know there's more than just them. That's what I'm saying. Like it's more than just one company. It's like the whole pharmaceutical.
That's my point. Like Chiquita Banana will wipe your whole village out for planting banana trees. Like what are we calling mafia? They're all a mafia.
So I don't know why you bring it up, but that's still my concern still stands. Even if you bring that up, it still stands. That's my concern, is that he is, and plus Kennedys are the poster children of assassinations, right? Because Ted really felt that he was targeted a lot during his career before he passed away. So, and I think RFK has been a big political figure since his father and uncles. Anybody else after Ted Kennedy has been really like this big as far as RFK, especially being in a cabinet? Anybody thinking?
Yeah, I don't think so. This is pretty much the last ghost for the Kennedy clan.
Yep. So I don't know, man. We'll see. He's on watch. So the full list of degrees, not class. I think it meant to say class.
Oh, now this is an interesting story right here. A lot of these degrees, a lot of these fields are basically female heavy. A lot of black women are going to be affected by this type of thing.
Ooh wee. So we shall see. Matter of fact, let's look at them since we here. Let's look at what these degrees are. I'm curious too. Where are we at? Education. So I hope they list, because every time they have these articles, they don't really list the school or the classes or whatever. Oh, here it is. So one is here we go. Not classified as professional. So they spelled that wrong. Okay. It says nursing, physician assistant, physical therapist, audiologist, logist. We got architecture. Audiologist. Okay, there you go.
I'm like, what are you're making it 2 words like audio who?
Yeah, I haven't used that word before. Then we got architects, accountants, educators, and social workers. So we have that right there as degrees reported not classified.
That's social worker thing. That's a big thing. Government's not going to pay for your social worker degree no more.
I'm trying to figure that one out though, especially accountant as well. So how is accountants not classified as professional, let alone educators?
I can see the educator thing, but I don't know. The account stuff seems a little bit. That seems a little off to me. But the educator thing, I mean, the entire field of education is threatened by homeschooling. Like, if your career can be threatened by a housewife, it's not that valuable.
It says professional of education policy studies at Penn State Newsweek. The list appears designed less to define professionalism and more to limit federal exposure to loans like to go unpaid. He said that the list favors fields tied to higher salaries and downplay lower earning, but
And look at this. Joe Biden wanted to wipe out all the student loan debt. And so Trump is now just saying, how about we just stop taking debt for this shit? Because there's a lot of chicks who are getting these loans and they're not paying it back according to what you just read. So he's like, look, let's just stop giving out the money. It's an even better solution.
So what is okay? So I don't think the issue is about the just mainly classifying as profession. I think mainly the issue is making sure that there's money available to take the courses. Is that correct?
No, it's about the money. It's so they're not spending the money on those courses. You're gonna have to find another way to get that education.
No, I guess you're not hearing me. I'm saying is that, like, for example, if you read this title, it just makes it look like when you start going out and about in the world, in the country, basically it's supposed to be sending a message to everyone that even if you have these different things, whether you're a nurse, whether you're accountant, social work, whatever it is, you're just not professional. But if you have Trump's list, like if we read this article, I think it's more based on how much loan money is available to take these courses and to have these majors. Does that sound about right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're reducing the money, so there will be no money to take these type of courses, and they're justifying it by reclassifying them as non-professional.
Okay, so I will. Yeah, so that's about. I mean, I don't think that's an issue, to be honest, because that's because there's so many different variations between these different things I just named. And I read the one about the nursing, and it said that not all nursing is on the chopping block. It's just certain nursing things, especially they're re-examining the ones that are going into the graduate programs for nursing. So, but like you said, let me look at that again. So, like you said, most likely these are different professions that are like women heavy, women centered, right?
And according to what you just read, they're not paying their bills.
So not ideologists, but architects and accountants, those are not women centered. Everything else is pretty women centered. Physical therapists, physician assistants. Okay, well, we'll see, Mr. Trump. Let's see. Parents are paying through for private school. Would you consider it a no-brainer? It's probably a no-brainer.
Say that again. I didn't hear that all.
It says why more parents are paying through their noses for a private school. So they're paying a lot of money to send their kids to private school. Most parents, or not most, but some parents. I guess it is. Well, to me, it's sort of a no-brainer because obviously you're going to pay a lot of money to make sure your child gets the best education or put them in the best environment. I mean, that's hands down, in my opinion. Okay. 7 things that would shock the 1970s teachers about today's students. I'm kind of curious about that. What are they talking about? Let's see here. Da-da-da. So let's see. Technology integration. Yeah, it says students have today. Yeah, they got smart. Okay, I got it. Diverse learning styles. Modern classroom emphasizes personalized learning, accommodating various learning styles. Okay. Global awareness. Mental health focus. Social media influences. Inclusion and diversity. Student activism. It says while activism exists in the 1970s, the current scale and organizations are unprecedented. So, inclusion and diversity. There's a way more of that. It says here, modern classrooms emphasizes inclusivity, recognizing and celebrating diverse backgrounds. In the 1970s, such focus on diversity was limited and often overlooked. Yeah, there's nothing to see here, y'all. That's not that big of a deal. Lizzo. So that one there, you can just look at that and see there. So I think if she loses probably another 50, maybe 50, and then doll herself up, I think she'd be a whole different person. So she probably have an opportunity to start over and not be so, what's the word, disgusting.
She gonna have to get some sense listed. I can stay down, start over with her.
You think that people are going to start liking her more?
No, but yeah, I'm just looking at her right now real quick, and that way her shit's are dropping, bro. It's dropping fast.
You think that her health is going to be compromised since she's dropping so much weight?
Nah, this is not that. I mean, what do you think she's going Ozempic, or she got like a lab surgery or something?
I think she's doing both. But she's saying that plus size women are being erased. I'm like, well, you saying that, but you taking the drugs. I talked about this with my students, the college students, and they were breaking it down. So she's taking it. But yeah, but she had a nice little face. It's just her whole delivery as far as doing all kinds of nasty, raunchy stuff, and then But she's not as nasty as them two rappers. Was it Sukihana and this other one?
You see Glorilla? Glorilla got a whole new face. She is a whole different woman now, bro.
Oh, she went the Cardi B route?
Bro, even worse. You gotta look at it. I can't describe it. Like, it's hard to describe, but she's a different woman completely.
Glorilla. Okay. She was a waste of light skin to me, but I'll check it out.
Nah, she got her light skin credit back. It's different.
Oh,
she refused to be a waste of light skin to this girl. She said, I can't do it, not with all this money. It looks better as far as like plastic surgery though. I mean, I've seen a lot worse, bro. It's not terrible.
Yeah, because Cardi B is unrecognizable. It's hard to tell who she is. But I check. Matter of fact, let me look up Glorilla right now since you bringing her up. I ain't got nowhere to go tomorrow. Let's see, Glorilla. All right. Her last name is Mark. That's a different lady. So I'm quite sure her name is Gloria. American rapper. All right, I don't see nothing recent. I don't see anything.
Oh, I saw a picture on Instagram. I'm gonna have to pull it up, maybe.
Because everything I see her with the whole Katie did nose, you know. Let me see, what's this one? Yeah, everything she got that them cartoon feet nose, you know, with the 2 feet.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'll be back.
Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. Let me see, who's this one there? Yeah, I'm seeing all the same ones. Oh my gosh, she do. No, I didn't see the new one, but I just thought about who she looks like now. I can't say it, so let me get attacked. It says as boomers are forced back to work because they can't afford to retire. Robinhood CEO says Gen Zers are opening retirement accounts at just 19 years old. I'm trying to figure out like what's the game plan, because I'm like, okay, is that a smart thing or?
All right, I'll just give you the link, bro.
You put in the back? Okay. This is X. You sure it's not AI?
That's my only thing. I'm hoping I didn't just get caught, but pull it up. Let's just see, because I'm driving. I can't really look too much at it. I just saw it earlier and I bookmarked it to come back and check it out later.
Because I'm just downloading it, so I won't put it on X. Let's see. All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh, come on, lady. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Bam. Didn't you say got? This is a dope jam. Okay. File. Here we go.
Two different women, bro.
How come it's not popping up when you type her name in Google though?
I mean, I don't know. Google, somebody has to physically upload certain photos anyway. Maybe it's a little bit too new.
Hey, that's how she looking to be. They're like a midget. That's really her in the top. Lord,
I know that top picture is a really old picture before she had money.
She like Tiny's other sister from Escape. T.I.'s wife. Ooh wee. Yeah, I don't. I guess we have to look for more pictures. I guess. So if anybody looking, conservative has showed that brought the picture. HF and H says, she looks like she got beat with someone. So you're talking about the top pictures. Lord have mercy. Whew, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'm a features guy. I never was into skin color. Like anybody can get on the skin color. Oh, really? On the skin color. Let's see. All right, so we're almost at 12. I want to check this one out here, but appreciate Hood for bringing that to my attention there. But it says here, and it says here, do I have it there? Yeah. Let me make sure I get it right here. It says retirement age baby boomers are trying to make ends meet while young generation is getting a head start on their financial security decades ahead. Retirement age workers are still struggling to keep their heads above water. Gen Z is the most likely to be on track to successfully retire, with about 47% of employees aged 24 to 28 already saving enough to maintain their current lifestyle through retirement, according to the recent study from Vanguard. Meanwhile, only 40% of baby boomers, 41% of Gen Xers can say the same. Despite having the most wealth of any generation, baby boomers' honeypot won't last them through their non-working years. In fact, it has forced some to return to office after setting their professional careers. About 14% of the baby boomers and older Gen Xers have already unretired, and another 4% are considering it, according to the studies of more than 6,300 UK adults for standard life. Thanks to inflation, household annual bills, and 1,250 higher, reaching unattainable levels for people to retire comfortably. The economic landscape of the last few years have put sustained pressure on people's finances, with all ages of life impacted, said Dean Butler, managing director for retail direct at Standard Life. As a result, people are being forced to seek new ways of implementing their income, that taking on additional work, delaying retirement plans, and even returning to work having previously retired. Since the 1980s, the number of those in the U.S. working past the typical retirement age of 65 has quadrupled, with almost 20% of this older population continuing to work. They've even juggled several jobs at once. Nearly 40% of baby boomers said they've taken up a side gig, according to the Smart Energy GB survey of 2,000 Brits. This seems like all this stuff is in Europe. This not United States. This is in Europe. I think it's a little different out here. But it sounds good though, but I think it's different out here, y'all. Oh wow. So this is my last one I'm gonna read. Then we're gonna go Betty bye-bye. Here we go. It says half of workers are revenge quitting and walking out on their jobs without notice, and the majority are loyal, long-time staff. You've probably heard of quiet quitting and the trend that saw employees doing the bare minimum of work and silently checking out of the jobs they didn't enjoy but financially needed. They came loud quitting, which is essentially what is said, making a lot of noise about what they are walking. But now workers are so frustrated with toxic workplaces, they're ditching jobs without any warning or resignation letters, or rather revenge quitting. Unfortunately, it is not just young new hires who are leaving their employers high and dry without any formal notice, or so much as headed up that they won't be at their desk and the next day. According to the report on revenge quitting by the job board Monster, nearly half of U.S. workers said they have done it. The majority were in their posts for over 2 years before deciding to silently walk out their jobs. Let's see. Suddenly, resignations aren't just individual exits. There were warning signals flashing, according workplace cultures said. Monsters careers expert was it Salami? When workers walk out without notice, it's often because they trust in leadership or feel their voices aren't heard. So why employees revenge quitting toxic places in the management? So perhaps surprisingly, it is not about money. Monster survey shows the main triggers for revenge quitting are toxic workplaces, poor management, and feeling undervalued. They try to make me undervalued. Low pay or the track of benefits actually accounting for only 4% of silent exits. Well, I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to say, but I think that's going to die out because you got to pay the bills. I'm sorry. And if you're older, which I doubt a lot of older people are doing it, because usually when people do that, they got some other gig that they got to report to. But just doing this where you got bills to pay, I don't see it. And then you got things like, situations where Trump is cutting funding and all that. I don't see it like in a big numbers here. Anyhow, I'm going to land my plane, and I see that I had a steady 40. That's not bad, huh? That's pretty good. But I appreciate everybody coming through. I did my little time. The Lakers won. Let me see where the Lakers at right now. I know the Clippers are mad. They trying to fight. Come on, y'all. It ain't that important. Let's see where we at here. The Lakers are number 2. I know one thing. The Thunder only lost 1 game. They only lost 1 game this year. And Lakers lost 4. So anyhow, what you want? Okay. I'll be off in a second. I appreciate Hood Service for being a special guest over here. And AB and Brother Lou, the birthday boy. Appreciate Otis for the super chats, and appreciate No Guarantees for the super chats. Appreciate Joe, known as Kataro New, and I appreciate Nino for the super chats. All right.
Real quick, let me say one thing before I get out of here, man. Just know that I am as shocked by you as you are by me.
Shocked about what?
Just the things you believe, the positions you take, the little factuals you would bring up, all of it. I'm just as shocked by you as you are by me.
Man, if you notice, I never changed any way how I treated you since I've been on Spaces with you. I've been the same.
Well, this isn't like negative thing. We didn't do anything wrong or bad. I'm just pointing out, like, we're coming from such a far away place. You and I.
No, I'm able to talk to anyone, especially respectfully. I got people in organizations. I have quote unquote right wing, right leaning Republican friends, stuff like that. And I have very respectful conversation with them. You know, and you don't have to
No, this
agree
is
with.
cool on you. This is cool. I'm gonna jump down, but this is cool. I appreciate you having me. Thanks for spending me.
Not a problem, brother. Anytime. And shout out to Nino for the super chat as well. And I guess you guys enjoy your family. Like most of my family is pretty much gone, so I'm just going to pretty much just chill. Me and and then just reach out to whoever else and give them well wishes. Because a lot of my people are out of state. So, but you guys enjoy yourselves. Enjoy, especially if people that have your moms around. Enjoy your moms when you can, y'all, because every day is not promised, right? What you guys say to them? Anything? Okay. This bird is nuts. All right, you guys. Appreciate again you guys support. And I'm about to go ahead and chill because I get to sleep late, y'all. Yay. Wait. All right. Peace and hair grease.